I don't give a shit about your 1500 SAT score. Eat under 1500 calories a day and then I'll be impressed. If you treat her better than she treats you, she'll get bored. Don't just give her your attention. Make her earn it. She's not your co-pilot. She's your flight attendant.
Live from Philadelphia, your man, Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 534th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. We are presented by Gorilla Mind Rush, the #1 non-habit forming supplement for energy, focus, and productivity. Without the crash, go to donovansharpe.com/Gorilla Mind Rush to get your hands on a bottle and to support the show. It is Friday, December 6th, 2019. We are multi-streaming live, as always, to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, OK.ru, and VK. So however you're watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharpe Reality Live a part of your daily routine. A special thanks goes out to Roast Master 1. I had actually created a slide for this, and I completely forgot to include it. But Roastmaster 1 donated a whopping $100 the other day. Roastmaster has actually donated a little over right around $500 this year, either at or near $500 this year. So a huge thanks goes out to him. Roastmaster 1 has actually been a longtime supporter of mine. So as a matter of fact, Roastmaster, send me an email and I will get you all of my courses to you right away. No charge. Listen, man, $500, that's nothing to sneeze at. So hit me up, man, Roastmaster 1, if you are watching the show. You know who you are. Hit me up in the email, and I will get that over to you right away. That is well over $600 in merchandise. Another big shout out goes to Bob in Sacramento, who contributed another $50 the other day. Bob is, of course, the #1 benefactor of TSR Towers, having donated well over $2,000 since the beginning of the show, since way back in 2017. So a big thanks goes out to Bob. He doesn't like it when I shout him out, but I want everyone to know how instrumental he has been in my success. That's why I do that for Bob in Sacramento. All right, let's get right. Well, actually, let's do this. A little bit later on in the show, not too long from now, but a little bit later on in the show, I'm going to be making a huge announcement. It is absolutely positively going to be benefiting everyone involved. So I'm looking forward to making that big time announcement. So be sure to stick around for that. I am taking phone calls right now. 914-205-5356 is the number to call if you have a question or a comment on what we are going to discuss today. Again, that is 914-205-5356, area code 850. I see you in the queue. I'm going to get to you in just a few minutes. I'm going to get through the first few minutes of my show, and then I will come right to you. If you guys want to get in line behind area code 850, 914-205-5356. Okay, let's get right to it. See, my slideshow is a little bit off there. My apologies there for the... There we go. Now we're good to go. Off to a shaky start here on a Friday. I'm a little bit late. Sue me. Throughout life, we all learn lessons about many different things. We learn the way the world works, mainly through trial and error. We all say that experience is the best teacher. If we fail a test in school, we study for the next one to make sure that we don't fail the next one. If we get our ass kicked, we learn how to fight so that we can kick their ass, or at least not get our ass kicked again, at least by not the same person. If you fail at one business, you take the lessons learned and apply it to your new business. You guys get the idea. For reasons known only to the creator himself, one of the few exceptions to that rule as far as people who are smart enough to make adjustments in every part of their lives is relationships. For whatever reason, we don't adjust our habits and characteristics to ensure that we don't get the same outcome, which of course is the sticky, bitter end of a relationship. Now, as far as men go, we have the manosphere to help us make the changes necessary to reduce the odds of getting burned by females, whether it be getting cheated on, sperm jacked, divorce, rape, cuckold, or any number of other ways that women can get over on us and ruin our lives. That's what this and many other shows like this are solely predicated upon. Women, on the other hand, have absolutely zero interest in changing their habits, their circumstances, their characteristics in order to ensure that they can secure a relationship of consequence with a man of value. Now, the reason for this is really quite simple. They don't think they have to. Women do such a good job of convincing themselves that every breakup was the guy's fault, that they rarely make the necessary changes to clean up their act. But what they don't realize is that they have habits that they bring into every relationship that essentially ends that relationship before it even begins. The reason they don't have a clue is because these habits are packaged as good and healthy and in everyone's best interest. So they never see the need to change until around 35, and they never realize, and then they realize sport fucking their way through their 20s may not have been the best idea if they wanted to be in a good relationship with a man they respect and love. Women do this, gentlemen, on a regular basis. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to get to area code 850 here in just a few minutes, I'm going to give you guys 20 habits that women have that automatically sabotage their relationships. 20 habits that women have, 20 habits, characteristics, things that they do that sabotage their relationships with men. Let's go ahead and get started here. Number 1, they try to change or fix you. Women do this without even thinking about it. It starts with, Donovan, I'd wish you'd trim your beard. Then it escalates to, you'd look so much better clean shaven. And one thing leads to another, and before you know it, you're a completely different person than you were when you met her. And guess what? That's the very reason she'll end up leaving you, and she'll say it's because you're not the person I met. You've changed. You're not who you once were. And then, but you think to yourself, but I did everything you asked, which is true. But women are designed to try to change men, gentlemen. They don't really want you to change, even though they're convinced that they do. Women might not know what they want, but they know what they don't want. And what they don't want is a man who follows orders and changes who he is on a woman's whims. Women do not understand that if a man makes the changes she nags him about, he is going to become something she despises. She doesn't realize it at the time, but one day it'll hit her when a dude who is just like you used to be hits on her and he starts fucking her. When a woman asks you to change something about yourself, it is a shit test, and she doesn't even know it. She doesn't want you to change, guys. She wants you to stay who you are. And by doing so, you will keep her respect and attraction. Number 2, they comfort test too much. Women will do something in the manosphere that we like to call comfort test. Comfort testing. Octavius Mewborn Jr., I see your super chat. I'm going to shout that out here shortly. The first way women test men in a few different ways, okay? And they comfort test in 2 different ways. The first way they test is a test of masculinity. They want to feel physically safe with you. Well, the second way is to make sure you're not going anywhere, and that is where they fuck things up. You're supposed to keep a woman, gentlemen, in a mild state of insecurity at all times because it keeps her on her toes and prevents her from taking you or the relationship for granted. But every so often, you'll find women who live in a constant state of insecurity, so they're comfort testing their men all the time. They'll say things like, hey, let's go to Hawaii next year. Or they'll straight up ask you, are we okay? Are we solid? These kinds of women, they do this stuff all the time, and it wears thin on their boyfriends. And really, to be honest with you, unless she's a 9 or a 10 who's worth more to him than the way she looks, he ends up leaving. Number 3, they try to run dread game. They try to act like they don't need you, or that they want to give you the impression that the future is in doubt. Now, this, of course, is the opposite of the last one I did, number 2. And the reason they do it doesn't matter. It's unattractive and try hard. Now, the way this works is that a guy will say something, and the girl will respond with, well, if we're still together, that'd be great. Or they'll start a conversation with, if we're still together, it'd be fun to do X, Y, and Z. Gentlemen, this is a transparent ploy that women use to try to flip the script on men. They want us to think that they're thinking about leaving, or they're not thinking about a future with them. But red pill aware men, we see right through this because we know that if she were thinking about leaving or not thinking about a future with us, she sure as shit isn't going to tell us. Women that do this are trying to be unpredictable and unattainable, and unfortunately for them, men are not attracted to unpredictable women who play games by trying to give them the impression that she's thinking about walking away at any time. Men like us commit to women who are predictable and in it for the long haul and are not afraid to admit it out loud. The game players out here, these women, these female game players, they get fucked and chucked on the regular. Number 4, and this is the last one I'm going to do before we start going to the phone lines and I shout out super chats. Number 4, they get fat. They gain weight. Women know damn well that men lose attraction to them when they get fat. But the world tells them that a real man would love them unconditionally. So they get fat and stop taking care of themselves. Well, when that happens, men with options are going to find another option, which means, really, women who are in much better shape. Big thanks goes out to Octavius Mewborn Jr. with the $10 super chat. Says, Donovan, you're the most thorough red pill dude on YouTube. I appreciate the content. Absolutely. I absolutely positively love what I do. And hopefully I will get to do this for quite a long time. 914-205-5356 is the number to call to get in on the show. Let us go to area code 850. Area code 850. You are on Live with Donovan, and you go ahead.
What's going on, Donovan?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing very well,
Good.
I am thankful for your content that you post and everything like that. And just wanted to share a little story about how I came into super red pill awareness. So
Okay.
before, I've always been a partial red pill and had some blue pill mixed in. I got married, and then, that was horrible. So we're just going to gloss over that part of it. But then I met my boy Malik, and he turned me on to the red pill. So I started watching your content, and my involvement completely switched. Like, I did everything that you told me to do and things like that, and it just completely ended up destroying my relationship because I conformed to the necessity to be a lesser man than what I was as far as being a beta male.
Right.
Then, fast forward, my relationships prior or after the fact, rather they be sexual relationships or actual relationships, this previous interaction I had was, I told somebody to stop doing something, and I was like, this is a lack of respect, and therefore I'm taking you home early. So like, why are you acting like this? You're tripping. I'm never going to talk to you again, blah, 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 blah. I was like, I am extremely valuable man. At the end of the day, I do not give a fuck if you talk to me or not, so it is what it is. I'll see your ass off to your home. Dropped her off, and she texted me 10 hours later, are you sorry? I was like, oh, fuck no, I'm not sorry at all.
She asked you, hold on. So she asked you if you were sorry?
She asked me, exactly. She asked me if I was sorry.
These
I told her to stop doing something, and I
swear to
treated her
God.
badly in the conversation.
Unbelievable.
So I told her, no, fuck no, I'm not sorry. Not at all. I'm a highly valuable man at the end of the day, so, do what you need to do. And then she was like, well, I mean, I apologize for the situation, but at least can you say that you're sorry? I was like, again, fuck no, you do not want to deal with me and move on. But if you appreciate the value of what I am, where I'm going with my life, you can evolve yourself at your own, for which she's like, okay, I just don't tell me to shut up when I say things that's rude. I was like, no, I'm still not going to do that because when you say something stupid, I'm still going to tell you to shut up.
Right.
And she was like,
right.
Oh, well, at least was the vagina good? And then after that,
Oh, my God.
after that, it was just like, all right, that's when I was like, wow, this is unfolding right before my very eyes. The things that Donovan talking about, the things that I actually experienced in real life.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. And thanks for the call, area code 850. Yeah, what I talk about is real. There is a reason why I call this show the Sharpe Reality. This isn't the Sharpe what I read on a blog. This isn't the Sharpe what my buddy told me. This isn't the Sharpe, what I heard a pickup artist say. This is the Sharpe Reality. Everything I talk about on my channel is rooted in anecdotes. This is personal experience. I know this stuff works because I have lived it. I have done it both the right way and absolutely the wrong way. Big thanks goes out to iBramblebush with a $20 super chat. Says, big announcement. Do I hear wedding bells for Donovan and Devin? No. I appreciate the super chat, but the answer to that question is absolutely, positively no. Devin and I will never, ever get married. She knows this. And, listen, if she wants marriage, feel free to leave any time and go seek out someone who wants to get married, but I am not going to be that dude. Let's go back to the phone lines, 914-205-5356. I think this is MT2 on the line. Am I right?
Yeah,
My man.
this might be me.
Oh, might be you. Okay. All right. What's up, man? How you
Can
doing?
you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hey, I'm pretty good. Hey, just to start off though, I'm in South Korea, just so you know.
Oh, so you're not MT2. All right, never mind. I saw a foreign number and it ended in 8-2, so I figured you were one of my. Yeah. All right, I got you.
No, I am. No, I'm sorry. So big fan of your show. Just wanted to let you know.
Okay.
The only reason I said I'm in South Korea is because I am currently serving in the military, and I'd wanted to try to get in touch with you about doing a podcast or a live interview about like relationships in the military, because that's one of the lesser known facts.
Okay, let me caller. Let me stop you right there. If you want to invite me onto a podcast, this is absolutely positively not the time to do it. So if you want to invite me onto a podcast, if you have a show idea, hit me, tsr@donovansharpe.com. Again, that is tsr@donovansharpe.com. Don't call me and say, "Hey, Donovan, would you like to do a podcast?" You have to take the requisite avenues. Okay, don't use the cheat. Don't cheat. Don't cut in line. Just hit me up at tsr@donovansharpe.com. Again, that is tsr@donovansharpe.com. Let's take one more call before we go back to the show. Let's go to area code 212. Area code 212, you are on live with Donovan, and you go ahead.
Hey, it's me. I'm from New York, man. What's going on?
What's up, brother? How you doing? Good.
I'm good. How are you, man?
Good.
I remember I saw this movie and it made me think about your subject you was talking about called The Shape of Things.
Yeah.
And it talks about this, and it demonstrates how this young woman, found this pretty much homely-looking dude, changed the way he looked, changed the way he talked, and he did everything for this girl. Even at the end of that, she still bounced.
Yep. That's the way it goes, man.
She did everything.
Yep. That's the way it goes, man.
I was kind of like, and I was going like, word. H. McMillan. Yeah, man. Like I said, when I saw that movie, I kept on looking at it, and the thing about it, what really got me was the fact that it turns out the young lady was doing this based on a thesis she was doing for a college project, and part of her thesis, she filmed her and this guy having sex, and put it inside of some kind of like museum type situation. So when the guy confronts her, he said, "Listen, did you ever care about me? Did you ever love me?" And she was like, "Well, what we did on that tape was real." And when he saw the tape, it hit him that she played him so hard, man. He lost his friends and everybody trying to pursue this girl and change it for somebody else.
See that, man?
Ridiculous. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Bruh. Oh, Jesus.
That movie had me shaking my head when I got done watching. I was like, uh-huh.
Yeah, listen, and thanks for the call, area code 212. Yeah, listen, I can't watch movies anymore. At least not with Dev. Because I'm stopping the movie like every 5-10 seconds. You see? There's feminism. See, that's the red pill. See, she's gonna do this. See, she's gonna do that. I can't watch television shows. I can't watch movies. I can't even watch commercials without running my mouth about the red pill. Ay. Appreciate the calls. We're going to go back to the phone lines here shortly, but for now, we are going to continue with our 20 ways that women really unknowingly sabotage their relationships. Let's go to number 5. They get too comfortable. This is kind of sort of a continuation of number 4. But most girls take this a step further and stop trying in every aspect. They stop trying to be kind. They stop trying to be generous. They let their manners slip by burping out loud, scratching themselves in front of you, sitting like a man, or saying, "Better not go in there for a while," after taking a shit. Basically abandoning looking, acting, and sounding like a lady when they're in front of you. Guys, listen, we know that women burp, shit, and fart. We know that they have to scratch themselves in uncomfortable places. They're human beings. They have to do this stuff. But when they stop making an effort to keep up the appearance of a lady, men of value subconsciously check out. And again, I'm talking about 5%ers here, guys. I'm talking about red pill aware men. Number 6, the 6th way women sabotage their relationships. They spend too much damn time on social media. Guys, I'm here to tell you. This is why Devin's not allowed on social media. Or rather, if Devin wants to remain in a relationship with me, she cannot be on social media. Facebook and Instagram, gentlemen, are the places where women create false realities about themselves. Every girl is in a fabulous relationship with the man of their dreams. Everything they do is wonderful. Everything they're eating is the best they've ever had. Hashtag delish. Every place they go to is an experience of a lifetime and so forth. If Facebook and Instagram were truthful, then no one would ever get divorced ever, and we'd all live happily ever after and have 18 kids, and we'd never cheat or get cheated on. Now, everybody, gentlemen, including as it happens, women, knows that people lie and exaggerate on social media. They know the lives of their friends aren't as great as they would lead them to believe, but they still internalize it as truth because they see it all the time. What happens is at some point, they start comparing these mythical relationships they see every day to her real relationship. And 10 times out of 10, the grass is going to be greener over there, even though she knows that grass is fake. And by the way, this is the other reason you need to ban your woman from social media. For those of you who haven't listened to, well, really any of my show, specifically episodes 53 and 54, if you want to get your hands on that, be sure to subscribe to my Patreon on patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. You get access to the archive. Anyway, eventually she's going to be unhappy because her real relationship isn't as glorious as the fake one she sees on Facebook and Instagram, which leads me to number 7. They start nitpicking. So when girls can no longer distinguish make-believe from reality, they start to nitpick, right? They say to themselves, well, Heather's in a great relationship with a great guy. Why can't Donovan be more like Charlie? And before long, she starts to nitpick about dumb shit and starts comparing you to Charlie and eventually go back to number 1 when they're trying to change and fix you. You guys see how this works? This is cyclical. This is a cycle. Number 8, they try to compete with you. Feminism tells women that men are attracted to competitive women. Feminism tells women that men are attracted to all masculine qualities, but competitiveness, that's the one that gets old real quick. There's nothing wrong, gentlemen, with having a friendly competition with your girl. If you're bowling or you're playing video games or something stupid like that, right? Maybe you're playing Wii, tennis, whatever. But women who try to compete at every turn, they wear out their welcome very, very quickly, especially with men of value, 5%ers, men with red pill awareness. They think that being right about everything or being overly competitive is turning him on, but it's doing the exact opposite, and they never realize it until it's too late. Number 9, this is a big one. They put their ex on a pedestal. Most of the time, and area code 301, I see you in the queue. I'm going to get to you here shortly. Most of the time when a girl talks about her ex, she's blaming everything on him. It's always, he was abusive and an alcoholic and a drug dealer and a gambler and a criminal and an ex-con, and he was just rotten to the core through and through, and there was nothing good about him. Par for the course, because girls never own up to their part in the demise of any given relationship. But a lot of these girls will pedestalize their exes even after talking shit about them. They'll say things like, well, he was abusive, but oh my God, he fucked me so good, in front of their boyfriends. Or, we had our bad time, but nobody loved me like Charlie did. And the more she says stuff like this, the more she starts to romanticize the past like all girls do with past boyfriends, regardless of whether it was a good relationship or a bad one. And if you say anything about her ex when she's telling you these stories, like, damn, he sounded like a douchebag, she will literally do a 180 and start defending him. Then that makes you look like a jackass. And before you know it, the dude she knows starts to sound like an alpha widow, which probably means she is and will start comparing her ex to her current boyfriend, and of course, as most girls do, eventually start fucking him again. But before that happens, a 5%er, a man of value, a red pill aware male, will either shut that shit down or just bounce. Period. Number 10. We're going to get back to the phone lines here shortly. Area code 301 and 973. You guys are next in that order. They leave out details about men. Now, I'm not talking about the typical shit like I've only slept with 5 men my entire life, or I've never cheated on anybody. No. I'm talking about everyday situations where they leave out the fact that they ran into their ex at the grocery store, or the coworker she's going to a conference with is a man, Kevin in sales. When these girls leave out these kinds of details, it's because they don't want you to know about whatever guy they're with or the guy that they saw. And the reason for that is because she was attracted to him. Now, that's not a crime, gentlemen. It's not a crime for your woman to be attracted to other. Listen, your girl is going to be attracted to other men. She's going to be sexually aroused by other men. She's human. She's going to be attracted to other men. Then she's going to be attracted to other men other than you. Get used to that fact. That's life. That's the game. It's part of the gig. But when you find out that her yoga instructor is a 6'4" Adonis with movie star looks, you're going to be pissed off because she never mentioned the fact that he was a man. You assume that he was a woman because his name was Kelly or Jesse or Cameron or Pat. And your woman knew that you'd assume he was a woman because of his name. And your woman knew it but didn't tell you because she knew you'd have a problem with it. That's what happens. All right, let's go back to the phone lines here. All right, 914-205-5356. That is the number to call if you want to get in on the show. Let us go to area code 301. Area code 301. You're on live with Donovan, and you go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, Donovan?
Doing good, man. How about yourself?
Good. Just got back from shoot around. This your boy, man, from University of Maryland. It's Anthony.
Oh, what's up, Anthony? How you doing, man?
Getting ready for this game tomorrow.
Good stuff, man. Who you guys got?
We play Illinois.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but I just wanted to, before I take my ice bath, I just wanted to just call in and thank you, man, for what you're doing, man, for a lot of us young guys here. You know what I'm saying? We listen to you all the time and the other guys on YouTube.
Good.
And I just want to thank you, man, because I learned a whole lot, man. Like, I used to be a sucker, man. I was looking back at some of the things I did in my past with women and stuff like that. I'm like, man, I went out like a sucker a whole lot of times.
Let me ask you something, man, because if I'm not mistaken, the last time you and I talked, you were facing a possible a possible false rape accusation. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
So what happened with that?
No, everything good now.
Good.
She got suspended. For a semester, and they made me look like the bad guy for telling on her and disposing her. They said I'm not a real man and all that other bullshit.
We know how that goes. But go ahead, continue with your story. I just wanted to get an update.
I just wanted to say, like, see, me growing up, it was always basketball. Like a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you guys go to the clubs and going to other places, it's 12 a.m. I'm in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Shooting around and stuff. So I never really got nobody to teach me about women like that. So I'm glad that you got a YouTube platform and I can learn more and more and more. So if I go to the legal play overseas, I can go out no sucker and keep my money and just do other things.
Hell yeah, good stuff, man.
But that's all I have for you, man. That's all I have for you, man. I gotta get ready to take this ice bath. They calling me in, so I'm gonna holler at you.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Area code 301. I forgot what his name is already. I'm usually pretty good with names. Calling in, checking in from the University of Maryland. University of Maryland playing Illinois tomorrow night. I don't really keep up with college basketball until March, just like the rest of the population. But good luck to them against Illinois. Somebody wants to know, is that Anthony Cowan? I would assume. I guess. Oh, Maryland's number 3, according to Xanatos Clutch. Oh, yeah, Xanatos Clutch are down there in the D.C. area. Wow, Maryland's good. Maryland, I think they've won one NCAA title. That was when Gary Williams was the head coach back in 2002. Juan Dixon was the star of that team. 914-205-5356 is the number to call. Let's go to area code 973. 973, you're on Live with Donovan, and you go ahead.
Hey, Donovan, what's up? It's Greg. What's up?
Hey, Greg, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, good. I just caught the 7 and 8 and 9 of your rules.
Okay.
Yo, man, I agree.
Okay.
I agree, man. But I did learn something else.
What's that?
Because when my ex was talking about her past ex, in my mind, I thought to myself, well, how the hell did this happen? And then I spent 3 years with her. And I said, how do I make myself worse than him? Because I found out that her exes always came back to her.
Right.
But she always came back to me.
Damn.
And she still comes back to me. and it's gotten to the point where I had to raise my voice. And I told you this before. I raised my voice.
Right.
And she knows now that I'm never coming back. And I'm pretty sure that she told other people about me now. Everyone knows about me. Her exes know about me. Her friends know about me. They all know that I've changed. They all know that I'm not a force to be reckoned with now.
Right. Good.
They know that now it's just you can't fuck with this guy anymore. You really can't. And what's surprising was that one of her friends actually was trying to hit on me, and she tried to find out the entire story of what happened with us. And I said,
Ooh.
She said this and that, and I said, you don't know the full story. That's all I'm going to say to that. I got to get back on the road because I got to go back into town. So I'm going to see you later, Donovan.
Absolutely. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for calling in. Area code 973. Up next in the queue, 706. Then we have, looks like someone calling from outside the country. Then 720. Quickly, before I get back to the phone lines, I'm actually going to answer a couple of these Patreon questions here on the air. Had some patrons submit their questions to be answered. If you guys want to get a hold of that, if you guys want to be able to submit questions to be read on the air along with other benefits, patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. So a patron asks, and I'm going to keep all of these guys anonymous. I think Pimped Out Geese doesn't mind if I say his name on the air. Says, Donovan, got an interesting one for you. Says, was screwing a chick yesterday and her last-minute LMR, last-minute resistance, was astonishing. Fake crying, expressed desire to be exclusive, etc., etc. Then as I'm hitting it, she asks, are you ever going to change? I said, never, and she immediately got off. Masculinity wins. Gentlemen, anyway, my question is, what is the weirdest last-minute resistance or shit test that you have overcome? Oh my God, that is it's funny. I normally read through these at first just so that I can have some idea as to what I'm going to say on the air, but I just now opened them. The weirdest shit test that I have ever had. God damn, man. Oh boy. Well, I remember, geez, man. Oh, dude, oh my God, there are so many shit. There are good ones, there are bad ones. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one because when it comes to my experience, man, I'm gonna have to dig deep for that one. I promise I'm gonna get back to that one. Another patron asks, would you compare setting our boundaries versus apparent neediness as he attempts to stick to his boundaries? He says, I've been concerned that she'll see them as needy. Background, I've been fighting decades of beta activity in which first I sought after what she wanted, only to have her desire for me vanish. I appeared needy to her, and she didn't like it as I tried harder and harder to please her. Thanks for providing us hope in relationships we'd become desperate with. Divorce is not an option for me. I've been using your advice to be a real man, hopefully moving my wife of decades to be attracted to me. I got news for you, sir. I don't want to say his name on the air. You said divorce is not an option for you. That's where you're failing. Divorce is always... See, this is the thing, man. This is one thing that we teach in the Red Pill. This is a staple, a standard tenet of game. Always be ready, willing, and able to walk away. You can't... I don't give a shit. Like, fuck all this, and I'm going to give you some tough love here, man. As Steve the Dean Williams says, I'm going to punch you in the chest. Dude, fuck all this. Divorce is not an option for me. Fuck your morality. Fuck your marriage, man. Divorce is absolutely an option. You want to know why? Because if your wife knows that divorce is not an option for you, she has no reason to follow your lead. She has absolutely no reason to change for you. That's what it comes down for. That's what it comes down to. If divorce is not an option for you, you're not going to be able to establish boundaries. My guess is that you are in a marriage where your wife has control. You are in a marriage where your wife isn't doing what you need her or want her to do. And so you want to set boundaries, which is 100% the right thing to do. But here's the problem. You've said to me, divorce is not an option. Fuck that. Fuck that. Divorce is always an option. I don't give a shit, dude. I don't give a fuck about your religion. I don't give a fuck about, I don't give a shit about your nationality. Women are women. All women are like that. Women the world over respond and reply to the same markers of masculinity. And if she has it in your mind that you are not going anywhere no matter what, then guess what? She's not going to take to the training. That's how it works. So right off the bat, when you said divorce is not an option for me, this is where you are losing. This is why you are not going to be able to train your wife. This is one of many reasons your wife is not going to do what you want or need her to do. Only when she understands that you can and will and are able to walk the fuck out the door, that's when she'll start to think about whether or not it's worth it to do what you need her to do to keep you around. But if divorce is not an option for you, my friend, that's where you're tripping up. I'll just put it to you like that. 914-205-5356 is the number to call. Let us go to area code 706. Area code 706. There's a lot of static, area code 706. Go ahead.
Hey, Donovan, can you hear me?
I sure can.
All right, I'm going to be real quick because I know you try to get callers in, get them out. First, I want to do two things. One, I want to endorse your program, and then I want to ask you a quick question.
Okay, let's go.
First of all, fellas, I bought his program. I did it for, I believe it was Black Friday, kind of around that time area.
So it was the How to Master the Game? You're talking about How to Master the Game?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
Yes, sir. I've been listening to him at work. I want to say thank you. I know some things about game, but some of the stuff you teach is just real good, man.
Good.
I want to say thank you.
Good.
fellas, I'm going to endorse this. Y'all should really check it out. Like, I look at it as an investment. You're going to get a return on it. So trust me, invest in it. Donovan, you are doing some great work. Quick question, all right?
Sure.
So I have this girl that I was involved with. Me and her broke up. I left her alone, was doing my own thing. Now she started to come back around, so I wasn't paying her no mind or whatever. So she was trying to drop some signs that she wanted to mess with me. But now in my mind, I kind of want to mess with her.
Okay.
Although I haven't spoken to her, so should I wait for her to come back around, or should I go in and try to pursue her? Because I want to turn into like my little sideline chick and just hit her. I don't want to turn into my girl anymore.
No, of course not.
Let
me ask you this. And I need you to be honest with me, okay? Do you
Yes,
still have feelings for her?
When you say feelings,
yeah.
The way I look at it, like I have feelings where I'm selfish. I'm always going to come first.
Sure.
But me and her, we have some time together. But like when I say I want to turn into my little sideline slut, excuse my language.
No, that's cool.
That's all I really want. Like, dude.
Well, listen, that is, and I never endorse. You guys know, never ever commit to a woman you've already committed to, right? If you break up with a girl or a girl breaks up with you, there's no need for you to be in a relationship with her ever again. Now, on the other hand, you can always start fucking her again. But very few men are able to pull this off because you still have feelings for the girl. Dude, honestly, if Amy were to move to Philadelphia, and those of you who know who Amy is, the girl that broke my heart, episode 4, blah, 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 blah. If Amy or Tatiana were to move to Philadelphia, right? There's no way, even if they said, Donovan, I just want to have sex with you, I wouldn't have sex with them because I still have feelings for those women. The only way that you can make an ex-girlfriend your fuck buddy is if you absolutely positively do not have feelings for them. If there are any feelings, and I got to cut you off, 706, because there's a lot of background noise. If there are any feelings left for her whatsoever, I strongly advise against it. Because even if there's a little bit of feeling involved, sex will magnify those feelings. You'll start to sort of feel the feelings that you had when your relationship was more than just about sex. So you can certainly use your ex-girlfriend as just a fuck buddy only if you have absolutely zero feelings for her. And then of course, obviously, to make sure that you put yourself in that particular situation, make sure you're sleeping with at least 2 other girls. That's the only advice that I can give you there. Let's go back to the phone lines here. Let us go to area code. Looks like we got somebody calling from overseas. Your phone number ends in 554. You're online with Donovan. Go ahead.
Hi, is this Michael, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, great. Hi, Donovan. I have a question related to shit tests. Is that a valid topic for the conversation?
Go ahead.
All right, so, by the way, I'm from Poland, so my English might be poor.
That's fine.
Anyways, I was writing to a girl on some site to practice my shit test, and it was like this. I wrote, "Oh, already you are interested in a meeting? I didn't think you are that interested." Now, maybe that wasn't the best thing to write.
Okay.
So she wrote almost none. Now that is what I would like to call a stiff statement. What I replied is, well, good. I don't like these women, so I guess I handled that quite well. But if that was not internet, if that was a meeting, I would be like frozen. And I have no clue how to deal with stiff statements like that. Is this a rejection or is it a shit statement?
Listen,
a shit test.
This is a very good question. I want you to repeat just the statement that you think could be a shit test. I want you to repeat that for the viewers. Go ahead.
Almost none.
Wait, you said almost none?
It was her. Yeah, her. I wrote to her, "Oh, already interested in a meeting? I didn't think you are that interested." And
okay.
She replied to that, almost none. Like her interest is almost none.
Yeah, that's not a shit test. That's a rejection. Where you went wrong is where you told her, "I didn't think you were interested." You have to be very careful. See, here's the thing.
I figured that.
Right, exactly. The thing is this, is that you're going to encounter, I don't know why my headphones are bothering me. You're going to encounter women where you don't really think they're interested, but you shoot your shot anyway. But don't tell them that you didn't think that they were interested, because in her mind, she'll think, well, why doesn't he think that I'll be interested, right? Why did he approach me? Why did he hit me up online?
Yeah.
If he doesn't think I'll be interested, then maybe there's a reason he would think I wouldn't be interested. Never ever, and there's a saying that goes here in the U.S. I don't know if you guys have this saying in Poland. It's called never let them see you sweat. In other words, never let anybody, man, woman, child, see that you're rattled. Never let them see I don't want to call it a poker face, but never let them know what you're thinking. Only act. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess it will be hard to implement that, but
well,
yeah,
listen.
of course it makes
well,
sense.
listen. Let me give you one piece of advice before I let you go here quickly. It shouldn't be that hard to implement, but never ask a girl, well, are you interested in? Do you want to do this? Never ask a woman, very rarely ask a woman anything. The only time you should ask a woman anything is, listen, are you done being a fucking child? Right? Like things like that. Are you going to continue to act like a fucking 3-year-old all day, or do I need to take you the fuck home? Right? But if you are trying to set up a meetup with a woman, don't ask her, are you available on Saturday night to go out and have drinks? No, say, listen, I'm going to XYZ bar on Saturday night at 9 o'clock. Come with me. And let the chips fall where they may. She'll respond in kind. Let's go back to the phone lines. Area code 773. You were on live with Donovan, and you go ahead.
Yo, it's the Don. It's me, Andrew Clark.
Oh, what's up, man? How you doing?
Once again, I wanted to tap in. Hey, how you doing? I just wanted to tap in and say I was listening yesterday. You hit a real deep point that I wanted to chime back in on about introverts. And I appreciate that you really chimed in on that, because I'm one of the biggest introverts ever.
Okay.
You know, but when you said you have to be in a crowd with men and women in it, I was like, man, dude, that's why I said I need me a wig man so badly.
Right.
So I appreciate that you helped me out on that. And when you said that the female shit testing, I just realized that my ex-girlfriend shit tested me to get out of the relationship.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
So,
holy shit, man.
Yeah, she was really, she wouldn't clean, she wasn't cooking, she wasn't
oh,
giving
no.
it up.
Listen, that's not,
my
hold on,
stupid
caller.
self as a simp.
Caller, quickly. That wasn't shit testing. That was just her behaving badly, right? See, what you have to understand.
Okay.
No. And listen, I understand you. I understand we have to call it something, right? But no, she just got out of pocket. When a woman shit tests you, there is a proper response to that. When a woman shit tests you, she is testing your masculinity. Is he who he presents himself to be, or is he the same person he was when I met him, 2-3 months ago? That's what we call a shit test. What she did is that she behaved so terribly that you had no choice but to dump her or to break up with her. Girls do this all the time. Girls are allergic.
I mean, I didn't break up with her. I screwed her sister.
Well, I would say that's obviously very wise. So I think you got the last laugh on that one.
Yeah, I think that was the deal breaker there.
I'll give you the last word. Go ahead.
Last word. I appreciate your help. And I just can't wait to get teeth deep into that to how to build your game. I'm excited and I just can't wait. But those are my last words. Big ups to you, Don. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for the call. Area code 773. By the way, Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz tomorrow. Anthony Joshua weighed in at 273.3 pounds. Andy Ruiz weighed in at 287. Woo! Wow. Man, 287 pounds. Jesus Christ. All right, we're going to go back to the phone lines here shortly, but I want to answer another question from one of my patrons. Let me shout out Big Brandon with the $5 super chat. Says, sorry I'm late. Traffic was bad. Club TSR security checking in for work. Absolutely. Says, and let's not discuss my Cowboys. Listen, Brandon. Listen, bro, you don't have to worry about me talking shit about the Cowboys because I got no room to talk, man. Dude, the Eagles lost to the Dolphins, right? The Cowboys lost to the Bears. The Bears are a decent team. They're 7-6. They have a chance to get to the playoffs. The Miami Dolphins are #tanking for Tua. And we went down there to South Beach and absolutely got embarrassed. So you're not going to hear me talk any shit about the Dallas Cowboys. But I appreciate the $5 super chat from Big Brandon. Let's I'm going to hit these questions here. I'm going to hit a couple more questions, then I'll take 1 or 2 more phone calls. Then we'll go to commercial break, then we'll come back and take some more phone calls and finish out the show here. Then I'll actually be making my big announcement on the other side of the show. So be sure or on the other side of the break. So guys, be sure to Stick around for that. So this patron who doesn't want his name to be read on the air, he says, quote, when things end with a female via argument, misunderstanding, miscommunication, etc., what is the best way to proceed? Would you contact or would you implement the no contact rule? There's a part of me that wants to reach out, but there's another part that believes if I do, she knows she has the power dynamic subconsciously or consciously she'll lose respect for me. I value respect over getting pussy, and dude, she's a 9. Tell me your thoughts. WWDD, what would Donovan do? The first thing you should never, ever do is never argue with a woman. Never, ever, ever argue with women. You can have discussions with women, but you never argue with women. You can have disagreements with women, but you never argue with a woman. Devin and I, every once in a while, we will have disagreements. She'll see things one way. I'll see things another. But guess what, guys? I wear the fucking pants in the relationship, so I'm not going to argue. When I hear her, and she doesn't do this consciously. This is just what women do, and she doesn't really do this that often. But when I can feel the conversation or discussion starting to steer into the direction of an argument, I say, listen, I'm not going to argue. It is what it is, and that's what it is. End of discussion. That's just how that works. Never, ever, ever argue with women. I actually did a video called 8 Reasons You Should Never Argue with Women. If somebody would be so kind to look that up. And what I'll do, sir, is I will, I'll put that, I'll respond to that comment. I'll respond to your question in the comments. Let's see, so he says, he wants to know after this supposed discussion or argument, what's the best way to proceed? I don't give a shit if she's a 9. I don't care if she's a 2, a 4, or a 10. Okay. After you have words with a girl, and in the future, never argue, but after you have words with a girl, absolutely do not contact her. Dude, fuck that. Even if you are 100% wrong, don't contact her. The part of you that wants to reach out, that's the beta, okay? That's the blue pill beta male that wants to reach out. The red pill in you, the alpha male in you, that's the one who knows if you do. She knows she has the power. She has what they call the frame. And she absolutely will lose respect for you. There's a common saying in the sales business. You guys are negotiating back and forth, and then finally, one person makes a bold statement. It's usually the salesperson. Listen, $25,000, that's my final offer. And then you sit and you look at each other. The saying goes, the first person who talks loses, right? So if the customer says, well, he loses. I don't care if he wants to go higher, lower, whatever the case may be. He's the first person to talk. So now the salesperson has the power. Same thing with text game. Whoever texts last, that's the person without the power. When you're texting back and forth with a girl, if you were the one who texted last, you do not have the power. If she is always the last one to text, you always have the power. That's how that goes. He says, please don't use my name on air. Thank you. I've been a fan and supporter for nearly 2 years. He says, I am the black Tom Likas. Everybody compares me to Tom Likas. I do greatly appreciate that. All right. I'm going to take one more phone call, then we'll go to break, and then I'll make the big announcement, then we'll take a few more phone calls. Let us go to let's go to area code 720. 720, been on hold for a while. You're on live at Donovan, and you go ahead.
Hold on.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, time him out, bro. My fault. I'm at work right now. I'm about to step off the line and everything.
No, you're okay.
I've been trying to get in touch with you for a little while, but the thing is, like, when you go live, I'm at work and everything like that. But it's pretty much I'm dealing with I'm kind of good with dealing with the women and everything like that. But I got a little situation with another situation into it and everything. Now, first thing first, I had met this chick maybe a couple months back. You know what I'm saying? And, pretty much it was just a sexual relationship. We just fuck, have fun, hang out, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now keep in mind also that she's a single mother. She got 2 kids and everything like that. The dude's out of the whole situation because he's in prison or whatever like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That sounds a whole lot better. So we've been kind of doing on and off with each other and everything like that. Sometimes we might get in a little arguments or little fusses, but she usually always come back. She's been good to me. She cooks for me. She does my laundry. I sleep over there and everything like that a lot of times out the week and everything. So everything's pretty good. I kind of been thinking that she's been kind of trying to wrap me up to be like a stepdad or whatever like that. But like all I really do I just buy food or whatever like that just for me and her to eat. If the kids want to eat something, they can eat too. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't a bad motherfucker like that.
Yeah, but caller, let me stop you right there. Hold on. Let me stop you right there. You need to be a bad motherfucker like that, right? Here's the first thing. Hold on. Let me finish real quick before I let you finish. Here's the first thing. Whenever you fuck her, you need to fuck her at your place. Number one. Number two, when you see her, make sure she doesn't have the kids. I don't give a fuck where her kids are. I don't care if she has to get a babysitter, get her mama to watch them, get her aunt, her grandmother. Don't give a shit. Never, ever fuck this broad if her kids are around. Because if her kids are around, she's going to want you to do something with the kids. Do something for the kids, right? Yeah. Well, what the fuck, nigga? You bought food for me, but they can't. No. Fuck that. Only fuck her when she's by herself.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, here's the thing on that. Like, I have moved from another state to over here. So right now, like, I work and everything, but right now I'm going through like homelessness, so I'll be in the shelter and everything like that. So she been the one that kind of been dealing with me on that situation. So that's the reason for that, for one.
Okay, well, I mean, listen.
The second thing.
Go ahead. Listen, homeless or not, listen, homeless or not, I don't care.
Okay, Okay.
All right, go ahead.
All right, definitely. And now the second thing, I might or might not have got her pregnant. I don't know yet. I'll probably know within the next month or so. Who knows? I'm gonna find out soon. You know what I'm saying? She's been kind of on the fence about that, like keeping her or not keeping her, if so. But who knows? Now,
okay, so what's your question?
Kind of got into a little bit.
What's your question?
Yeah. No, now we had got into an argument like about a week ago or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, she was talking about like I guess some bullshit about her, like her job.
Yo, listen, listen. I'm not listen. Hold on.
I'll put my foot down right there and let her know she's not gonna get nothing out of me. You know what I'm saying? And now I kind of said some strong things to her, and she kind of.
Yeah. All right. That's it. Guys, listen. I'll let you talk, but you can't talk through me. It just doesn't. It doesn't work that way. You gotta respect the show. You gotta respect my time. I'm here to help you guys. I promise, but I can't have you talking. Can't have you talking through me. So that's how that goes. When we come back, I will answer more phone calls. We will talk about the last 10 things that women do to sabotage their relationships, and right on the other side of the break, I'm going to make a big announcement. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back. Gentlemen, if you want the blueprint on how to mold and shape a woman into exactly what you want and need, you need to get your hands on my 7-hour 5-part audio course, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up. This is 7 hours of rock-solid intel on how to build a female brick by brick into the kind of woman you want and need. Part 1 deals with the vetting process. I teach you how to select the right candidate by telling you what to look for and, more importantly, what not to look for in a woman. Part 2 deals with the training process. I take you step by step through the procedures that prepare a female for what it's like to be in a relationship with a man like you. I educate you on setting the tone early in order to reduce and possibly eliminate any and all behaviors that could potentially cause trouble in your relationship down the road. In Part 3, I instruct you on how to set and enforce boundaries and expectations. I teach you how to be direct when communicating your expectations in such a way that leaves nothing to interpretation. Part 4 will cover the sexual side of your relationship, how to dominate her sexually, and how you can make yourself unforgettable to her even if you're not the most well-endowed lover she's ever been with, will be discussed extensively. I will also teach you the ins and outs of deep conversion game, which is the art of verbally and physically dominating her body, her mind, and her soul. And finally, Part 5 will teach you how not to sabotage your relationship, how to maintain it, and what to do on the off chance that your woman gets out of line or out of pocket. Now, it's very important for you guys to understand that this course is based on personal experience. I'm not giving you guys hypotheticals or theories. These are techniques I use in my own relationship to this day, and anyone who follows me has seen that my techniques work and work well. Now, this isn't a cheat code or a magic bullet either, guys. This course isn't a turn her into the woman you've always wanted using this one weird trick, or how to make any woman your sexy, submissive sex slave with these 3 magical phrases. No. That's not what this is. So if that's what you're looking for, keep your money. To train a woman to look, act, and submit like a woman should takes time, hard work, consistency, and maintenance. If you are willing to put in the work, Go to donovansharpe.com/courses to get your hands on the only relationship guide that actually works by the only man who has shown that it works. Again, that's donovansharpe.com/courses. The link is in the description.
Baby girl bad. She got that melanin skin. She got that melanin skin. She got that melanin skin. I ain't finna lie, but baby girl fine.
Welcome back to the 534th edition of TSR Live. I appreciate you guys sticking around. Good to have you guys in here on a Friday. Be sure to tune in to the Red Line tonight. We're going to be on the Red Line tonight with myself and Steve the Dean Williams. We're going to be discussing the difference between buying a woman's affection and investing in her. Basically, it's tricking versus investing. I've talked about this in the past, but I like to do. I actually like to do these shows with Steve because I like to get a little more dimension in the way of my own mindset. And the best thing about the shows that I do with Steve is the fact that we disagree every once in a while. And he teaches me, I teach him. I learn from him, he learns from me. I think it's a very good dynamic that we have. And so I'm very, very I always like doing those things. I always like doing the shows with Steve the Dean Williams. 914-205-5356 is the number to call. Here is my big announcement. Tonight, I am releasing my mini book, 16 Ways to Immediately Disqualify a Woman for a Long-Term Relationship. Again, that is 16 Ways to Immediately Disqualify her for a Long-Term Relationship. I've been working on it for a while, and it's been delayed a few times. Because, things keep coming up. I mean, dude, things keep on coming up. I've moved twice since I started the book. And, okay, dude, I've got my, whoever's texting me, quit texting me. I think that's MLD texting me. Quit texting me, MLD. I'm on the air. That's one thing I forgot to do was disconnect my phone to my whatever. But yeah, I got busy. Things kept coming up. I moved twice this year. My channel absolutely exploded over the summertime. And I had to adjust to that. Then I had the 21 convention and all kinds of stuff. But it is finally complete, and I'm going to be releasing it tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, absolutely free. All you've got to do is subscribe to my email list and verify your email, and the e-mini book, 16 Ways to Immediately Disqualify Her for a Long-Term Relationship, is yours absolutely free. There will 100% be sequels to this e-mini book in 2020. I'm actually thinking about doing 3, maybe 4 sequels, possibly more. We'll see what happens. But tonight, you guys can get your hands on this e-mini book at absolutely zero cost to you. All you have to do is subscribe to my email list and verify, and it is all yours. So 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'll put the links out. I'll probably do a quick video on it. You guys can go to my website and find out all about it. I'll probably put a pop-up on the website too, just to make it easy for you guys to do. 914-205-5356 is the number to call. Let's go to a caller who is outside of the U.S. Caller, you're on with Donovan, and you go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Barely. Speak up a little bit if you would. Let me try and turn you up. Go ahead.
Hey, Don.
There we go. Much better.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
So I have a question related to shit test. Not so long ago, I had a relationship with a girl, and she tested me a lot. One of the shit tests she told me is, what would you do if 2 guys would attack me? Would you defend me? Like, she wanted to defend her honor. What is the proper way to answer to this shit test?
Oh, that's easy. So if a girl said to me, well, what would you do if guys attack me? You know what your answer is? Well, why would guys attack you? Why are they attacking you? Like, do you owe them money? Like, what's going on with that? How long have you been seeing this girl?
I don't see her anymore. We broke up.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You're not. The thing is this, caller. And listen, if you want to keep it 100% real with her, be like, look, just tell her straight up, right? Listen, like, I'm not defending your honor. I barely even know you. What honor is there to defend, right? You wouldn't defend me? Why would I? All we're doing is having sex. Oh my God, you asshole. I've been called worse, right? She can get as mad as she wants to. Dude, many men have perished. Many men have died. Many men have suffered like unimaginable injuries defending the honor of women. And dude, a lot of times these women bring this violence onto themselves, right? They lock down a beta male provider and dude, I hate women who run off at the mouth, who think that their boyfriend is going to cash the check that they're writing. No, fuck that. Never, ever, ever defend a woman that you are not committed to. If you are with your wife and somebody attacks your wife, you fuck him up. If you are with your girlfriend, your long-term relationship girlfriend, fuck him up. If we're out and about, somebody attacks Devin, I'm going to fucking smash his face in. But if a girl that I'm just fucking casually asks me, what if a guy's attacked me? Would you defend my honor? I'd be like, whose honor? Your honor? Oh my God, you're such an asshole. Sweetie, I barely know you. All we're doing is having sex, and I don't see a ring on your finger. That was absolutely a shit test. She wanted to know if you would jump in and defend her for no other reason, but that you're a good guy, dude. Fuck that nonsense. Fuck that nonsense. All right, I'm going to go back to the phone lines here in just a second. Let me read one of the questions here from my patrons. So patron asks, dumb ass question. When you get blown out on an approach, what do you do? I know my face and body language goes to shit. Curious how the pros handle it. Well, it depends on what you define as a blowout, right? So a lot of times guys who are trying to be super PUA, super red pill guy, they approach a woman and the woman just rejects them, but they think it's a shit test, right? So if you approach a woman, hi, I'm Donovan, and she says, I have a boyfriend, not interested. All right, cool. You turn and you walk away. That's it. That's how to handle that. Now, that's a blowout, right? If I walk up to her, hi, I'm Donovan, and you are, I'm Shelly, blah, 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 blah. You have a 10-minute conversation. You're running an escalating game. You say, hey, you know what, Shelly? You seem pretty cool. Here, I'm going to XYZ bar at 10 o'clock tonight. This is my go-to line. You seem cool. Put your number in. We'll hang out. And she says, well, I have a boyfriend. That is a shit test. The difference between a shit test and a blowout is blowouts happen early. Shit tests happen late. That's how that works. She wouldn't, if she was not interested in you on some level, even a little bit, she wouldn't have let you get past the hi, I'm Donovan, right? And dude, I've been blown out. Oh my God, I've been blown out probably thousands of times. I say this all the time, guys. As far as pickup game and PUA game is concerned, dude, I have failed so much more than I've succeeded. Hi, I'm Donovan. I'm not interested. Hi, I'm Donovan. I don't date black guys. Hi, cool, whatever, right? And by the way, you can actually try to overcome that. Hi, I'm Donovan, and you are. Well, I don't date black guys. We have something in common. Neither do I. Let's try that again. I'm Donovan. A lot of times that works. That kind of sort of gets you in the door. But yes, if you get blown out by a girl, don't stick around. Dude, don't let your body language go to shit. If you get blown out, dude, fuck you, blah, 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 blah. Dude, just slowly turn around. Don't say another word to her and just walk away. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. One last question here from my patrons. He wants to know, do I have an opinion on the comedian Patrice O'Neal if he was a red pill male? Of course, Patrice O'Neal, 100% red pill. Patrice O'Neal was red pill before there was a red pill. That is my opinion. That's my opinion on Patrice O'Neal. I need to make sure that one of my TV sound is up. Bear with me, guys. I don't like, hang on a second here. Let me get this off of here. Yeah, I've got Colin Cowherd on my TV, and I thought I had it. Hang on. There we go. Oh, wait, wrong room. Oh, wait, no, that is the right mode. All right, very good. All right, sorry about that, guys. So yes, Patrice O'Neal. I was actually thinking about getting a frame picture of Patrice O'Neal and putting it up in my studio. Yeah, absolutely. Patrice O'Neal was Red Pill before Red Pill was even called Red Pill. So absolutely, that is my opinion. Again, 16 ways to immediately disqualify her for a long-term relationship that is dropping at 7 o'clock this evening. You guys can find that on DonovanSharpe.com. I'll probably do a video on it. We'll see what happens. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Let us go to area code 919. Area code 919. I used to live in Raleigh. Is that where you are?
Am I on the air?
Area code 919. You were on the air.
Oh, okay. Oh, what's up, Donovan? Thanks for what you be doing, man. Shit. I mean, you kind of saved my life. All right? I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna turn into an Elliot Roger, but skipping all that, let me get to what I want to say.
Okay.
I saw this fucking video on this whole, like, ISIS brides going over to, you know, Iraq and Syria. This shows how much women will not take responsibility for any of their fucking actions, all right? What the fuck is with that? You telling me you going over to a jihadist fucking, you know, land where they're cutting off heads or raping children and you didn't fucking know? What the fuck?
Yeah, the reason why women rarely, and thanks for the call, area code 919, the reason why women rarely take responsibility for their actions is because we live in a culture that doesn't hold women responsible, right? Our culture holds men responsible, but never holds women responsible. We talk about deadbeat dads. Well, he's got 3 different kids with 3 different women, and he's not around, but we don't talk about the women that he had kids with, right? We don't talk about the baby mom. We talk about the baby daddy, never talk about the baby mama. False rape accusations, right? Same deal. Girl gets blackout drunk. She wakes up. She thinks she thinks she was raped. Right? They start to do an investigation. The girl was drunk. Well, he shouldn't have taken it. Yes means yes, he shouldn't have taken advantage of her. Okay, absolutely. Rape is wrong. Rape is against the law, but you still have to take personal responsibility. Girls are never ever held responsible for anything ever. Anything they do, any bad decision that women make, they are always given an excuse. They are always given excuses are always made for them. Well, the reason she did this was XYZ. Read, it's never her fault. So absolutely, man, this is the reason why women never take responsibility. This is why, because nothing is ever their fault. That's just how that goes. There's a quick answer to that question. Let's go back to the phone lines. Let's go back to area code 757. 757, you're on live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Hey, Donovan, how you doing?
Doing good, man.
Hey, this is, I'm calling from Virginia again with a cautionary tale to all your listeners about how women truly are.
Okay.
I've talked to you before. I've been divorced 10 years, work here in a pretty important job, and I make a lot of money.
Okay.
And what's crazy, my wife, about 2 years after we got divorced, I told you she got remarried. But she still comes over, and we have sex about once a week still, even though she's been married to this guy for 8 years.
Oh my God, unbelievable! Man.
It's crazy. She's what some of the folks in the Red Pill, talk about as alpha widowed, because this is the crazy part. So she's been married to this guy for 8 years.
Right.
Comes over, has sex with me almost every week. Because we got 2 kids, so we still deal with the kid stuff, and so
right.
She makes up excuses to see me. But she just told me this last weekend when she came over. She just told me that I was her soulmate, bringing some bullshit about that.
Oh my God!
I was like, okay, yeah, whatever.
Well, again,
I told her I don't believe in soulmates.
Well, of course not. And thanks for the call, area code 757, guys. This just goes to show, we all know that women cheat. And more times than not, they cheat on you with their ex. This is how they do it. Guys. Women cheat on you with their ex-husbands, ex-boyfriends, etc., etc. So if a woman's going on and on about her ex and about how he wasn't this and wasn't that, she wants to fuck him, guys. Listen, they say there's a thin line between love and hate. The opposite of love is not hate, guys. I say this all the time. The opposite of love is indifference. If she never talks about her ex, she doesn't still have a thing for her ex. If she talks about her ex all the time, she absolutely still has a thing for her ex. Let's take another phone call before we continue here. Let's go to area code 706. Area code 706, you're on live at Donovan, and you go ahead.
Hey, Donovan, can you hear me? It's me again.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Me?
Yep.
All right, yeah. I had asked my question. I don't think you understood it, but the answer you gave was a great answer.
Okay.
But my question was, my ex, she started coming around, and I didn't pay her no attention.
Okay.
Now, I was regretting that, and I want to turn her to my sideline. What I'm asking is, should I wait for her to come back around again, or should I go in and try to pursue her to turn her into my little sideline?
Yeah, I would wait for her to come back around again. And the reason I say that is because a lot of girls will make it look like they're trying to fuck or look like they're trying to get back with you, but then the minute you say, all right, well, we might do something, never mind, right? Like, a lot of girls reach out to their ex-boyfriends, ex-fuck buddies, ex-husbands just to get validation. They have no interest in having sex with or getting back with you on any level. They just need that validation. Maybe her new husband isn't treating her right. Maybe her current boyfriend isn't paying attention to her. Whatever the case may be, she needs some sort of external validation. Listen, there's no such thing as self-esteem for women. A woman's value is never dictated by what she thinks of herself. A woman's value is dictated by what other people think, which is why women are overly concerned with what other people think. And the reason we know this is because women are steady saying, I don't care what other people think. And if we know anything about women, what women say and what women do are two very different things. The more she declares she is or isn't something, the more she is or isn't what she declares she is or not. That's how that works. So I would make her, honestly, caller, I would make her reach out 2, maybe 3 more times before I even start to entertain it. Because a lot of times girls, ex-girlfriends will sort of try to thirst trap you into making a fool out of yourself. Like, you know what? We should hang out more. We should hang out sometime and get together. Oh, okay. Let's go get some coffee. Yeah, never mind. My boyfriend's coming over later. And then you get made to look like the asshole. All right, guys. Let's go back to let's get back to the last 10 ways. The last 10 ways that women sabotage their relationships. Number 11. They take relationship advice from their slutty friends. Gentlemen, one of the most detrimental things that women do, and I'll get to the super chats here in a minute. One of the most detrimental things that women do to themselves is taking relationship advice from their friends. Not their married friends who have good marriages. No. Not their married friends who have been married for 8 years, have a good relationship, have a couple of kids. No. They take advice from their slutty friends. Their single friends, their married friends who are cheating on their husbands, their friends who are in new relationships every other week. Now, the reason they never take advice from women who are in good relationships or successful long-term relationships is because the advice they give isn't the advice that they want to hear. She's asked her friends who are in good relationships for advice before, and the advice they gave her was difficult to hear and even more difficult to follow. She was told that in order to gain trust from her boyfriend that she needed to give him access to her phone and be open and honest about her whereabouts at all times. But because girls ain't trying to hear or do that, she ends up getting advice from one of her other friends, one of her slutty friends, who cheat on their boyfriends and fuck 3 different guys every week. These girls can never, ever say to themselves, why would I take financial advice from someone who's broke? Or why would I take fitness advice from a fat girl? Right? Why would I take, if I don't take advice, if I don't take fitness advice from fat people, if I don't take financial advice from broke people, then why on God's green earth would I take relationship advice from slutty Courtney who fucks guys from different clubs every week? It just doesn't make any sense. Girls, this is one of the most detrimental things that women do in terms of destroying their relationships is they take advice from their slutty friends. Number 12. In area code 979, I see you on the line. I'm going to get to you here shortly. The 12th thing that women do that sabotage their relationships is they deny their desire to be objectified. They do not allow themselves to be objectified. Way back in episode 85, I talked about the fact that when I was training Devin to be my main chick, that I required her to allow herself to be objectified during sex. Take a look and listen.
I'll use my own woman as an example. When she goes to work, she looks professional. She never, ever, ever shows any cleavage. She never wears high heels, and all of the dresses she wears to work are down to her ankles. She does this because I told her to. She understands the reasons I require her to wear certain things, and she's well aware of the reasons why I don't let her wear certain things. Even if she didn't understand it, guess what? Because I said so, that's why. You can see maybe 5% of her body, her face and her hands. That's it, and maybe her ankles, depending on the shoes she's wearing. Now, when she's at home and it's time to drain my balls, only 5% of her body is then covered up. And I talked about this in episode 85. Take a listen and watch. The next thing she did is I made her buy slutty clothes, guys. Listen, no exaggeration, guys. My girl owns an entire wardrobe of slutty clothing. Since we met, since I met her, she's bought, I don't know, something like 15 to 20 pairs of thongs. She's got all kinds of see-through lingerie. She's got a few pair of heels. And listen, these heels, she'll never wear them outside. I mean, she can barely walk in them in the first place. One of those heels is a pair of clear stripper heels that strippers wear on stage. Yes, those kinds of heels, guys. Okay? She's got all kinds of slutty clothing. Listen, guys, she bought so much, we had to make a spreadsheet to keep track of it all. To keep them in rotation, to make sure she didn't wear the same thing twice or the same things more than once, to keep it fresh. Okay? She's bought certain kinds of jewelry, wrist and ankle restraints. Anything and everything I told her to buy, she bought. When I fuck my girl, I want her to look like a porn star. That's the look I want, guys. She's got the...
I did that episode. Now that I'm sitting here looking at it, I did that episode 2 years to the day. Like, I didn't realize that it's December 6th now. That episode was December 6th, 2017, 2 years to the day. Man, that's crazy how that worked out. Anyway, since then, I've actually bought her quite a few more. Let me remove these, let me move this down. Let's see what we got here. And those of you guys who have followed me for any amount of time, you guys know. This is what I require, right? So... And dude, there are so many more pairs. This currently right now, this is my favorite pair. This is my favorite pair of hers. Red heels. God, dude, there is nothing hotter than a naked woman wearing. There is nothing hotter than a naked woman wearing hoops, red heels, and red lipstick. I don't know, for whatever reason lately, I haven't really made Devin dress up in too many outfits. I just have her wear hoops and heels. I don't know. It's a stage I'm going through. Here's another pair. She absolutely, dude, she almost killed herself in these the first time she wore them. I don't know. I think these are probably 7 or 8 inch heels, but dude, these are hot as fuck. She actually has, she's actually got this in white, black, and red. Love those. Here we go. This is the, I guess when I want her to be a slutty little schoolgirl, she's got the Betty Boop look. The white polka dots. And then, of course, the standard issue stripper heels. She's actually had these for a few years. She's had these actually for quite a few years. She used to dance for me in these. Oh, and then these right here, the leopard print, the super slutty leopard print. When I make her wear these, she knows she's getting anal that night. Like if I'm feeling particularly voracious, I'll be like, yeah, slather on that fucking red lipstick, curl your hair, throw on the leopard or whatever, and you're gonna get. Let's take a look at some of the clothes here. All right, actually bought these all out. Let's see here. This one she's had for a while. Very, very nice. Dude, I love it when she wears these. You can see her tits right through that. The back actually opens up, so it just kind of hangs down there. You can see. Oh, it's fucking great. Oh, I love these. She actually has several of these. She'll squeeze into this completely see-through everything. I like it when her nipples poke out of the holes every now and again. Sometimes I'll actually make her wear this. I'll make her wear actually, and dude, I accessorize too, right? I'll make her wear a white choker. I'll make her wear these so I can see her tits, a white thong, and then white heels. Here's the naughty little, kind of the knee socks, naughty little schoolgirl. I'll make her wear these with red heels. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, love these. Love these. Here's a skirt that I'll make her wear sometimes. Just barely, just barely there. Skirts. I usually make her wear these without panties. Right. Love that. Oh, of course, here's a thong. Here's, and dude, she's got 100 fucking pairs of thongs. Whatever. Yeah, pink thigh high. She's got all kinds of fucking thigh highs. I like it when she wears, I also like it when she wears these ruffly socks with the bows on the back. Love those a lot. Ah, yes. See-through top. Love these. Love these. Love these. Guys, I have a whole closet full of this stuff for her. Oh, yeah, here we are. This is another I'm gonna fuck you in the ass tonight outfit. When she wears this, she knows she's getting anal for sure. To this day, gentlemen, to this day, Devin wears whatever I want her to. And we've been in a relationship now for 2.5 years. I met her almost 4 years ago. I met her 4 years ago. I trained her for 1.5 years. And then I made her my main chick. And she still wears this stuff for me when I want. She wears it when we're here. She wears it when we travel, wherever and whenever I want. I'm actually, after she gets done training, I hired a female personal trainer for her. She is going to go get tanned because dude, there is nothing hotter than a naked woman in hoops and heels with tan lines, and I am going to absolutely punish that ass tonight. Anyway, getting back on track. Girls these days, they think that if their men objectify them, that this is somehow a bad thing. This is another feminist lie, guys. Feminism tells girls that it's bad to be objectified and that men need to respect them for so much more than just their bodies. But what they don't tell these females is that if a man isn't sexually attracted to them, he is going to bounce. So aside from getting fat, girls take exception when their boyfriends ask them to put on a thong or slutty clothes or slutty heels because they're being objectified. Newsflash, gentlemen, girls love being objectified. Females live for male desire. They love it when men look at them like a piece of meat. They love it when men are sexually attracted to them. They love when they drool over them. This includes their boyfriends and husbands. Guys, there's not a wife or girlfriend alive that would not absolutely love seeing their boyfriends and husbands' mouths water when they walk into the room wearing nothing but heels, handcuffs, and a smile. They love this shit. So when a girl tells her boyfriend, OMG, I will not allow you to objectify me, he says, cool. I'll just fuck your friend who thinks it's hot that I think high heels should be only pointing at the ceiling or the wall. Let's go. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to go to the phone lines. Number 13. She watches too many romantic comedies. This one is similar to the social media one that I pointed out. But the difference is that rom-coms, they've been around a lot longer, right? When girls see movies, when girls see these movies, they once again internalize something that isn't real. A tall, dark, and handsome man with all the physical alpha traits who acts like a beta male who cannot live without her. They're too fucking stupid to realize that men who look like that are never fixated on one woman and will not follow her to the ends of the earth in a hilarious whirlwind romance filled with laughter and love. Starts tomorrow in select cities, rated R. There's so many girls out here looking for that perfect, awkward, funny, romantic chance meeting in a grocery store with a tall, tan, gorgeous, blonde-haired, blue-eyed stud, and they never get it because life ain't the fucking movies. And even if they do find it, they don't know what to do after that. Because the movie ends before John Cusack and Katherine Heigl ever get married, right? It ends before they get married, have three kids, they're up to their eyeballs in debt, and they hate each other because she's having an affair. He lost his job, and their 14-year-old daughter is fucking a 32-year-old male, a 32-year-old man who just got out of prison for Grand Theft Auto. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. 914-205-5356 is the number to call. Let's go to area code 979-979. You are on Live with Donovan, and you go ahead.
Donovan, first thing I want to say, man, huge fan. I love your show.
Appreciate it.
But basically I'm calling to confirm that everything you say is absolutely true. And from my experience, you know, I may have come in a little bit differently. See, I actually took the red pill in reverse.
Oh, okay.
So basically I was having experiences which were like the polar opposite of what I was told growing up, right? You know, I grew up the whole single mother, well, grandmother technically. but everything, even the last thing you said about objectifying them, dude, I was in fucking Walmart, and I was right behind these two chicks staring at their ass. They caught me, and they started flirting. Like, I was like the first dude to fucking do this.
Wow.
It just seemed that way. Now, needless to say, I'm a bit of an airhead, and them flirting with me, that didn't hit me till, like, I shit you not, 2 years later. I'm that dense.
Okay.
But yeah, basically the way I found the red pill was, I was like, hold up, what the fuck's going on? This is like I'm experiencing the opposite of what I've been told my whole life. And I'm
right.
Then I find the red pill, and they're like, yeah, it turns out chicks like dudes who get other chicks. And it's just, basically, I lost my virginity to a married chick, if that tells you anything. I'm not trying to
No, go ahead.
blow smoke up my own ass.
No, go ahead, man. I got you. It's all good.
Saying what I say, you know. I also got a bit of a talking problem. I like to talk a lot. So
You and me both, man. That's why I got a show.
I got you. No, but I got asked though, man. How'd you enter the red pill space?
Oh, wow. That is a very long and distinguished answer. To make a very long story very short, I moved to Las Vegas. Went through a bad breakup in North Carolina. I was broke, literally homeless. My brother sent me money for a bus ticket. I took a bus down to Atlanta. This was July 1st, New Year's Day of 2010. I took a bus down to Atlanta. I lived with my mother, and then my mother acted stupid, was unfucking believably ridiculous. So then I moved in with my sister. I lived in Atlanta for exactly 6 months, and I knew that Atlanta was not going to be the place for me. Buddy of mine, who I'd known for almost 20 years at that point, kept telling me to come to Las Vegas, and I was like, I don't really think that Vegas is, my kind of city, but, whatever the case, he kept trying. So one night after work on a Saturday, just for shits and giggles, I decided to go on to southwest.com just to see how much a one-way ticket to Las Vegas, Nevada was on July the 1st of 2010, right? I clicked on it. It was $84. And I sat there probably for about a good minute and a half. And I said, you know what? What the fuck, man? And I clicked it. Completely changed my life, man. So I get to Vegas. And again, to make a very, very long story very, very short, I started working at a call center, made very, very good money. I hooked up with this Mexican girl. She had huge tits, probably a 5 on her bed. I don't know, maybe a 4.5 or a 5. But she had big tits, right? So, whatever. So I started banging her. And it didn't take me long to realize that she was a very low-quality female. Her son was always out of... Yes, she was a single mom. Her son was out of pocket. She didn't like to clean up. She couldn't cook. But, dude, she could suck a mean fucking... Dude, she could suck a mean fucking dick, right? That was the only three things that were good about her. She had big tits. She had a really small... She had a hot body. But she was absolutely a butterface. And she had and she sucked a great dick, right? And so finally I said, you know what, man, I'm done with this. I got to get out of here. So I go to her place and I break up with her. And I'm like, look, well, her name is Martha. I can say it. And I was like, look, Martha, don't think this is going to work out, blah, 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 blah. And so she was completely indifferent. She was like, oh, okay, well, if that's what you want to do. And I was like, all right, cool. I guess that's it. Trouble free. No drama for me. Now, this was confusing to me because she had told, about a week and a half before, I think she told me like a week after we started fucking, she told me she loved me, right? And I'm like, dude, this girl can't, whatever. That's why I was confused. Okay, first you told me you love me, and then I break up with you, and you're all right with that? No problem. So I go home, I'm doing my thing, and a mutual friend had called me up. I was like, hey, I broke up with Martha.
Hey, hold up. Can I take a guess? Let me guess what happened.
Go ahead.
She went and told all her friends some bad shit about you.
No, that's not what happened. What ended up happening, and thanks for the call, 979. What ended up happening was I get on the phone with her friend, with a mutual friend. She's like, yeah, I talked to Martha earlier today, and her voice was strong. She's getting ready to go out on a date. And I'm like, wait, what? She's going out on a date? She's like, yeah, there's this guy she's been talking to, and she's getting ready to go out on a date. And I was like, what the fuck? I was utterly perplexed. So the very next day, I Googled, why do girls get over breakups so easily? The rest is history. I found Return of Kings, Illimitable Man, The Rational Male, and that was the very beginning of Donovan Jebediah Sharpe, as Steve the Dean Williams likes to call me. I appreciate the call. Let me shout out some super chats here. Big thanks goes out to Vocal Observer with the $5 super chat. He says, I passed my paramedic certification today. Pretty sure there's a chance I'd be fired if work found out I watched. Yeah, be very, very careful about watching my show at work. Watch this on your own personal Wi-Fi. Do not watch this on your work Wi-Fi. It will not end well for you. It absolutely will not end well for you. Thanks. Big thanks goes out to Al with the $2 super chat. He says, you're my soulmate, Donovan. Appreciate that. Rico Rivas with the $5 super chat. Says, Donovan, it's been too long. I was locked up. I'm thinking about moving to Nevada because the climate is like Arizona's. Why did you move? Well, you just heard why I moved. You just heard why I moved. Oh, why? Oh, I guess he's asking, why did I move away from Las Vegas? Oh, my God. You guys are asking me all these past questions. Long story short, the reason I moved from Las Vegas to Reno, and then I moved from Reno to Philly. I was on the verge of on the verge of becoming addicted to cocaine. I was doing blow every weekend steadily for 3.5 years. Then the last weekend I was there, I did it from Friday night until Wednesday. Thursday morning, I looked at my phone, I looking at my text messages, and I'm getting ready to text my Cocaine Connect. And I was like, you know what? This is going to be day number 5 or 6 in a row. I'm going to have a problem, so I need to stop. Not only that, I had just been arrested for aggravated assault. I created a great life for myself in Las Vegas, and that life almost swallowed me up. It was girls, drugs, booze. I'm getting in fights. You guys know I have an anger problem. It really was going to swallow me up. And so I remember, so I wanted to take myself out of that environment before I did something really stupider, and just get out of there before it was too late. And that's the reason I moved away from Las Vegas. I loved Vegas, I really did, but I was there for almost 10 years. It served its purpose. Vegas is what made me who I am today. But I had to move on. I had to get up out of there. Freelance Ronan with the $5 super chat says, I can't stay, but I'll catch the replay. Drop it into the tip jar, brother. Freelance Ronan, the original TSR OG. Big Brandon with the $5 super chat says, my girl calls them her gym shoes because she knows she's going to get them worked out. I guess he's talking about these bad boys right here. Yeah. And by the way, every pair of heels that Devin owns, and they're probably 30, 35. I have fucked her in every one of those heels. 9.5 times out of 10 when I have sex with Devin, she's in heels. This is just what I require. I like blonde naked women with red lipstick, hoop earrings, tan lines, and heels. That's what I like. Devin does that for me every time. If ever there comes a time where she doesn't want to do it for me, then she knows the door is. Sam Saylor with the $2 super chat says, this channel is the tooth. Don't get caught simping. Absolutely. Doodly Godot, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, says, with the $10 super chat, says, a few coins for your hard work. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very, very much. Lo says, where's the fishnets? I'm not really into the fishnet thing. Not into the fishnet. Devin has amazing... Dude, she has the fucking hottest legs. I don't want to cover them up in fishnets. Let's go back to the phone lines. Area code 206. Area code 206 are on live with Donovan, and you go ahead.
Hey, Donovan. Just recently... I'm sorry, I'm at work right now.
No, you're good.
Recently got a win of the Red Pill. I am killing right now. Let me just go through the question. I'm sorry about that. My question is, what is your take on, I guess, the doctrine of wanting to be friends first before being intimate with women?
Yeah, that's my opinion.
You know how they say
nope, don't care. Nope, that's the no, absolutely not. When a woman tells you she wants to be friends first before she has sex, what she is telling you is, I am fucking someone else that I like more than you, okay? I'm fucking somebody else right now, but I'm keeping you around in case that doesn't work out. When and if that doesn't work out, then I might consider it. But in the meantime, I'm going to use you for all of my non-sexual attention while I get my sexual needs met, right? When a woman tells you that she wants to be friends first or that she wants to take it slow, she's not turned on by you. I don't give a shit. Fuck that.
Oh, yeah. I hear you. Because it sounded like more like a friend zone type of situation.
Yep, could be.
And so, yeah, exactly my point. So, when I heard that, because I hear this from guys and girls at the same time, and I hear that, and it seems like to me like it's always a friend zone situation to where it's never going to go anywhere. Basically, it should just keep you on the hook to get all the accolades, but then not give any of the cost.
Wait, say that again?
She wants to get all the accolades of being in a relationship without giving any cost of the relationship.
Yeah, right. Women, listen.
Like you said, non-technically. Yeah.
Yeah, women want all the benefits of a relationship without actually being in one. In other words, they want what sex gives them, what sex affords them, without actually having to have sex. And we're not here for that. So when a woman tells you, hey, when a woman says, hey, I got to take it slow, or I want to take it slow, or I want to be friends first, what she is telling you is that she's not turned on by you. That's how that goes. Thanks for the call, area code 206. Let's go to area code 973. 973, you're on live at Donovan, and you go ahead.
Hey, Donovan, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Man, I'm a big fan of your show. You are so entertaining, man. All your insight that you give, that shit is hilarious. I'll be at work, and I'm like, you know what? Let me hear some goddamn red pill, goddamn content. Let me turn on this Donovan Sharpe. I always miss your lives, but, man, you are hilarious. The Banana Goblin. Just keep doing your thing, man. It's just hilarious.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely appreciate it. Thanks for the call. 973, checking in. I do not know what what area code that is. No idea whatsoever. All right, well, let's get back to the show here and continue. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. I thought I had another super chat here. Hang on a second, guys. Bear with me. Michael Brandon asks a good question. Do people call in to ask questions or just talk? Yeah. If you guys call up, ask me a question, okay? This isn't therapy, right? Like, I'm not going to sit here and let you drone on and on about your situation. If you need to give me a little backstory to add context to your question, I got no problem with that. But I'm not your fucking therapist, okay? I'm not your counselor. I'm not here to make you feel better. Ask your question and get off the line. Like, I love each and every one of you guys, but a lot of you guys are a little long-winded with your questions. Let's start cutting you fuckers off. And if you talk over me or through me, like area code 720, who is still in the queue and hasn't gotten the message that I'm not going to bring him back on the air, you get your ass cut off. That's how that works. You get your ass cut off. Okay, give me 1 second. Hang on a second. For whatever reason, I thought I had another super chat. Oh well, I'll get to it later. Let us continue with the 20 things that women do to sabotage their relationships. In area code 404, I see you in the queue. I'm going to get to you here momentarily. Number 14. They overanalyze everything. Dude, so many girls out here outthink and overthink everything, man. If he doesn't put a period at the end of a text, she asks her friends what it means, or if he's cheating, or if he's not in love with her anymore. If he decides to fuck her at his place, she wonders if he doesn't like her place anymore, or if he's fucking someone else in her apartment. They dissect anything and everything because girls have nothing better to do than to overanalyze the most inconsequential actions by their boyfriends or the guys they're fucking. And when you think about something long enough, especially as a woman, you'll start to find something wrong or find faults or see signs that something bad is happening. And then they start doing things based on bad things that aren't really there. Okay? At this point, one of two things is going to happen. Either she'll end up cheating because girls never leave a relationship. They'll cheat their way out of him first. Or he will because she's acting like a fucking psycho. Paralysis by analysis, gentlemen. Every girl does this. Number 15. This is actually quite simple. They stop giving head. They stop sucking dick. Girls will never truly understand the immense pleasure that a man gets when he watches a woman suck his dick. There aren't too many things in this world that are too much better than a girl on her knees stroking your dick with her mouth. And because of this ignorance, they assume that once they have our commitment that they don't have to do it anymore, so they stop. Then they get mad and ask, why did you fuck my friend? Because she sucks dick and you don't. Now get out of here. She's on her way over. Number 16. They try to weaponize sex. Oh, this is a big one. I remember I was fucking this one girl from Indian Springs. And Indian Springs is south of Las Vegas. Super fucking hot, right? And for the first month or so, we were solid. I actually met her on the Vegas Strip. I don't know what she was doing there. I forget why. But for the first month, we were solid. Now the sex was okay. It was probably above average. Nothing, it was nothing to write home about. But she was smoking hot, and she was really nice, right? She was incredibly sweet. Probably an ugly duckling, because girls who look like this girl usually aren't nice unless they were ugly as kids. Anyway, so I drove down there one night, and we're hanging out, and I come up behind her, I grab her tits, and, bite her neck, just letting her know I'm trying to fuck. This bitch has the gall to say to me, "You haven't earned it yet." Now, she laughed while she said it, so I thought she was joking around, trying to be playful. So I put my hand down her panties, and she wrenches away. She's like, "No, I'm serious. You haven't earned it." So I was confused. I said, "Are you serious?" She says, "I'm dead serious." She says, "You can't just waltz in here and fuck me without whining and dining me a little bit." And I said to her, "Well, I ain't the whining and dining type." And she says, "Well, I guess you're not getting laid tonight." And I said to her, and I quote, "That's what you think." And I walked right out the fucking door. My hand to the fucking man, that's exactly what happened. Now, what this girl didn't realize at the time is that she was the side chick. I already had a girlfriend at the time, and I knew that my girlfriend was coming over after she got off work. She worked late. So the fact that she tried to pull this bullshit on me didn't faze me one bit. That's the power of abundance, gentlemen. Anyway, girls try to do this all the time, right? They give it the pussy in the beginning, and then they try to take it away to control you. Now, the average man would have fallen for Luce's bullshit. That was actually the girl's name. Her name was Luce. Not like Loose. It was spelled Luz. She was Mexican, and, she was a Mexican girl, and Z is S. So her name was Luce. I think her last name was like Mendoza, Gonzalez, Rodriguez, or whatever, right? But her name was Luce. That was, right? And just like every other girl out there who overplays her hand with a man she knows could do without her, she's blowing up my phone all the way home. Blowing up my phone, right? "Come back. I was kidding," she's texting me. "Why are you being stupid? I'm sorry. We're so totally done. You're never fucking me again." Right? "I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah." And no, I didn't turn around, and no, I didn't respond. I put her dumb ass on ice for a while. I texted her back the next week, and oh, it's a miracle. That straightened her ass out, and she was my side chick again for a little while. Any other man, gentlemen, would have stayed there and jumped through her hoops, and they would have lost all respect. They may have kept fucking her, but failing a test like that is a shit test, by the way. That is the beginning of the end, gentlemen. But red pill aware men, 5%ers, we're not here for that, okay? We bounce to the next chick on our roster. Girls who try to weaponize sex to control men that they actually like always end up fucking up their relationship in this way, right? And once again, it's probably because one of their slutty, stupid fucking friends told them to do it to gain control of the relationship. Well, stop having sex with him. Tell him he's not getting laid unless he does or gives you X, Y, and Z. Stupid fucking bitches, man. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Number 17. They overestimate their value. This is where feminism leads women astray, guys. Girls think that because they're more valuable in a reproductive sense, that they're more valuable in a relationship sense. And all girls figure this out. They figure this out the hard way at some point or another, and it usually starts the first time a guy they actually like walks out on them. When girls get fat, it's because they've overestimated their value. When girls stop sucking dick, it's because they've overestimated their value. When girls stop making an effort to act like a lady, it's because they've overestimated their value. And the fucked up thing is that all a girl has to do to maintain her value is not fuck it up. All they have to do is to stay fit, cook, represent him in public, not get out of pocket, don't disrespect him, suck his dick, give him the pussy. That's it. That's not difficult compared to what we have to do to maintain our value to women, which obviously encompasses a hell of a lot more. Male value is built. Female value is maintained. Men are made. Women are born. Women are born with everything they need to be sexually attractive to men. Men, we got to work at it. But today's women, they think that all they have to be is there. And her boyfriend will thank his lucky fucking stars that he's blessed to be graced by her very presence, because that's what feminism tells him. Then, when she gets dumped for the 8th time in 8 months, she wonders where she went wrong. Girls need to understand that sex doesn't equal commitment. Okay? Pussy gets you in the door. Listen, pussy gets you in the door. The rest gets you my time and attention. And females think that they shouldn't be required to do any of that stuff, and unfortunately for them, they sabotage their relationship in this way before it even starts. When we come back on the other side of the break, I'm going to take your phone calls. Area code 404, you are next, followed by 929-313 and 718. I'm sorry, 404, 929, 718, and 313. In that order, I'm going to take you guys' phone calls, and I will give you the last 3 ways that women sabotage their relationships. We'll be right back. Guys, if you are looking for a supplement that gives you laser focus and a good, clean, controlled energy to get a lot done in a short period of time, Gorilla Mind Rush is the solution. I tried it for the very first time a few months back, and I've used it ever since. Just 3 tablets in the morning, and my mind and body work at peak operating efficiency. You guys know how crazy my schedule is, but with Gorilla Mind Rush, I'm able to prepare for my show, do my consultations, and then go lift weights for 2 hours. When I'm finished, I still have enough mental and physical energy left to continue kicking life's ass. Here's how it works, guys. 15 minutes after you take Gorilla Mind Rush, you start to notice a subtle change in your mindset. 15 minutes after that, you'll notice that you are much more focused, you're thinking more clearly, you'll be a little more energetic, and your motivation to be productive goes up. An hour in, you'll feel noticeably more focused and can concentrate even with distractions around. You'll feel less stressed and less anxious. After 90 minutes, you are in full Gorilla Mind Rush mode. Your focus, concentration, and your memory will be far beyond your normal state, and you will stay this way for at least 6 hours. And get this, guys, there is no crash. That's right, you get all the benefits of your mind being hyper-focused for a long period of time without the cliff when it wears off. Using other productivity supplements like modafinil is kind of like putting 10 gallons of gas in your tank and driving 400 miles. Now this is great. That's 40 mpg, which is awesome gas mileage. Most people would take 40 miles a gallon any day of the week, myself included. But with Gorilla Mind Rush, I'm able to drive 750 miles on the same 10 gallons of gas. That's the best way I can describe it, guys. That's how efficiently your mind works on Gorilla Mind Rush. You get a lot done without burning through your mind's fuel so quickly that you run out of gas before your day is done. So rather than slowing down at mile 400 like you do with other compounds, you've still got plenty left in the tank to continue being productive with Gorilla Mind Rush. Another great thing about Gorilla Mind Rush is that it's non-habit forming. If you use it, you're Superman. If you don't, you're Clark Kent. There's no withdrawal if you do not take it. If you need this kind of focus, energy, and productivity while also supporting the show, go to donovansharpe.com/Gorilla Mind Rush. I put the link in the chat, and you can also find it in the description. Welcome back to the show. I appreciate you guys sticking around. $657 people watching. This is the 534th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. I actually need to make a slight adjustment here to my camera. Give me a second here, guys. Oh, wait a minute. We don't want to go that way. We want to go this. Oh, nope. All right. So now we're good there. Nope. Having a lot of cool tech is a lot of fun, but for whatever reason, man, my cameras keep unsyncing or whatever the case may be. Thank you guys very much for sticking around. Let us go back to the phone lines, and let us go with area code 404. Area code 404, you're on live with Donovan, and you go ahead.
What's going on, Donovan? I just got two quick things for you.
Okay.
The first thing is the original thing that led you to the red pill, the original question. That was the exact same question that led me to the red pill, and you actually answered it in one of your shows a few months ago. So I just want to say thank you for that. And the second thing is just a very short story of how men can think differently. So basically, me and my roommate, we both kind of got together with these two chicks. You know, the honeymoon stage ends, and they both start giving us the shit test, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
And I in mine, and he in his, and we both figure out that they were both fucking around on us the whole time, right?
Wow.
So I start looking up answers, and I find the red pill. But my roommate, he doesn't look up answers. He didn't look up anything. He kind of just accepted it. And recently, basically, I've changed my entire life. I don't date women anymore. I don't go on dates. I meet them at the bar.
And you fuck them, and that's it. I agree. Yep.
That's it. I've learned my lesson. And so basically, my roommate last week, he came into my room and he was like, "I just met this girl. She's way different." Da 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 da. This was last week, okay? 15 minutes ago, Donovan, while I'm watching your show, he comes in my room and he starts telling me all these things. Basically, she got drunk, crashed her car, drove her car to a bar, got more drunk there. He had to go pick her up. She was hysterically crying.
Oh,
She's
wow.
flirting with all these dudes. And he is just getting shitted on. So, I mean, I've introduced him to the red pill, and he knows of it, and he believes some of it, but he does not believe all of it. And things that have happened to me have happened to him exactly. So, do I let them keep happening, or what do I do?
No, man. There are only so many things that you can do for your friends, right? Has he seen anything red pill related?
I don't think he's ready for
okay.
it, honestly.
Okay. All right. Listen, you answered your question.
Softly.
Listen, you've answered your question. And I tell guys this all the time, especially because, again, we want to help our friends. We want to help our male family members. I get calls and emails all the time. Donovan, my buddy is about to marry a nightmare. How can I do what can I do to stop him? There's nothing you can do to stop him. Okay, you're gonna have to understand that when your buddy is ready, he will seek out the red pill. And what you have to do is you have to be an example. The best way to red pill your friends is to dominate life and dominate women, right? Now, at some point, they're going to come to you. One of two things is going to happen. They're either going to start to hate on you. The reason why you're good with women is because they're sluts, or because you're rich, or they wouldn't fuck you if you didn't have a six pack. They wouldn't fuck you if you didn't if you worked out. They wouldn't fuck you if you didn't drive a nice car, right? That's the first thing. And of course, those men aren't really your friends. The second thing that's going to happen is they'll start to ask you questions. Well, how did you make Heather do this? Why did Stacy do that? Right? At that point, you can maybe start to introduce it to them, but don't go in too far too fast, because just like you said, it doesn't sound like your buddy is quite ready for the red pill yet. He may never be ready for the red pill, but one thing's for certain, you can't be proactive when you share it with your friends. You absolutely, positively must be reactive when sharing the red pill. Only when your friend asks you, hey, what's this Rollo Tomasi guy that you've told me about in the past? Or, hey, why is it that you're so good with women? I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say, basically, we've gone through the same things, but it's just two men thinking differently. I've come out one way, he's come out the other. But I do have a copy of Rollo's book. I'm gonna give it to him, and I'll shoot you a call here in the next few weeks, and I'll tell you how it goes, man. But thank you for your show.
Absolutely, keep me posted on that. Thanks for the call, area code 404. I'm glad that he didn't. Looks like my oh shit. Oh, never mind. I thought my trackpad, my magic trackpad, stopped working. So let's see. So Big Pecker asks Donovan, does Devin shave her bush? Right? Kyle Mitchell said, Big Pecker, it's okay. Just delete this message so Donovan does not get pissed. He said, why would he get pissed? He brought her up in a sexual way. See, Big Pecker is the same type of dude who would call a black person nigger. And then when they beat his ass, he says, well, you call each other niggers. Why can't I? Dude, listen, you know why. Because you don't have the same relationship with black people as other black people do, right? I can talk about Devin in a sexual way because she belongs to me. She doesn't belong to you, right? So by asking, and again, Big Pecker, you know this to be true. You know that it's disrespectful to ask another man that you don't even know sexual things about his woman. Yeah, I talk sexual things about Devin all the time. She belongs to me. She's my girlfriend. That does not give you the right to ask, does she shave her bush? And you know this. So I'm going to ban the fuck out of you for being an idiot and disrespectful. See you later. Or I think somebody else did. All right, very good.
90 seconds.
Callers, don't worry. That is 90 seconds to get on and in the queue. That's not 90 seconds left. That's 90 seconds to get in the queue. After 90 seconds, you can stay on the line, right? But after 90 seconds, you can no longer call in. So you can stay on for as long as you like. Don't worry about it. She's going to tell you 60 seconds and all this other kind of stuff. Do not worry about it. It's all good. Give me 1 second here. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, excellent. Let's go back to the phone
60
lines.
seconds.
Let us go to area code 929. Area code 929. You're on live with Donovan, and you go ahead.
Yeah, how's it going? Good afternoon, Donovan. How's it going?
Doing good, man. How about you?
I'm well. Can't complain. Doing some, winter cleaning.
Okay.
Listening to the show.
Good stuff.
Got a question. Just want your advice and son. I was with a female for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a daughter together. And all of a sudden, once she had our daughter, like she just changed, and she wound up dumping me about a year ago.
Oh wow!
Any advice on how what because I asked her and she never gives me an honest or concise answer.
As far as
10
why she jumped,
seconds.
So she never gives you an answer as to why she dumped you?
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Why does it matter?
I can't even argue with that logic. You got
Right.
a point.
No, right. Exactly. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter why she dumps you. Number one, she's never really going to tell you the real reason, right? Women are never honest about anything. So when you ask them, why did you dump me? They might try to tell you, but women are never honest about anything. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter the why. It matters the what. See, girls are very interested in why. Why this, why that. Guys, we are result-oriented people. Okay, she dumped me, time to move on. She dumped me, she must not like, whatever the case may be. It doesn't matter. Even if she told you why she dumped you and you went and made that change, she's still not going to be attracted to you. That's just how that goes. So if a girl dumps you, the last thing that you need to do is ask her why, because she's never going to give you a straight answer. And even if she does, it's not really going to help. Area code 313, you are on Live with Donovan. Go ahead. Area code 313, you are on Live with Donovan.
313, you're on Live with Donovan.
Okay, yeah. All right. All right, area code 647, you're on Live with Donovan, and you go ahead.
Donovan, can you hear me?
I sure can.
It's Chris Meneses from Toronto. How you doing, brother?
Hey, Chris, how you doing, man?
Good, man. So here's a question for you. Because I was like married and stuff, how does a guy who pretty much devoted his life, say, to his wife and whatever, and just all of this sudden becomes single, how do you go about finding again your purpose? Like how do you do that when everything was surrounding, maybe having kids one day, being married? Like I was in the blue pill world.
Right.
And I've been single for 6 months. I've gone through like 50 dates and then just slept around, and I don't really care for a woman anymore, but I'm having a hard time just finding my new mission in life or finding my purpose. I'm just 30 years old. You know me, right? So,
of course. Yeah,
how do you go about doing that now?
Yeah, that's the thing, man. I don't think that you can go out and try to proactively find your new purpose in life. I think it just kind of hits you, right? If you go and try and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that if you go looking for a purpose that you won't find one. But what often happens is that if you look for something, you're going to think that you have found it, and you never really fully go all in, Like you do it for a little while and you and you think to yourself, man, why am I losing passion for this? Why do I not want to do this anymore? Well, because it was something that you did for a little while for fun. You did this. It really wasn't your purpose, really wasn't your passion, really wasn't your mission. You're still a very, 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 very young guy. If I don't know what your financial situation is, but if I were you, I would maybe save up and try to travel a little bit. I think traveling gives a lot of people a little different insight. It it puts things into a greater perspective, so to speak. And I think a lot of times you might find your purpose. Honestly, Chris, you might not find your purpose for another 10 years or so, right? When I started this podcast, I didn't know that this was going to be my purpose. This started out as a hobby. I started out writing for Roosh on Return of Kings, and I just wanted to help him write the blog to help out men, just to be better with women, and it's turned into this. I wasn't looking to start a podcast; it just kind of happened. So just continue to live your life. But I tell you one thing: as far as your purpose is concerned, do not make women your purpose. If you make women your purpose, you will never find your purpose. I'll put it to you like that. All right, let's take our last phone call of the day before we finish out the show. Area code 718. You are on live with Donovan, and you go ahead.
Donovan, good to see you. Good to hear from you again.
Good stuff.
Yeah, so I got a real serious one, man. I screwed up. I fucked up. I got 2 chicks.
Okay.
One chick, she kind of takes care of me. She likes to spoil me. Another chick, she got big tits and give good head. I sent the wrong bitch the wrong text.
Oh, oh man.
I sent the chick who takes care of me a text that was quite graphic and had nothing to do with the previous text. And she's coming over tonight to spend the weekend. She hasn't been talking about it, but I know it may come up. What the hell do I do?
Okay, so you send her a text that was clearly not meant. If you don't mind, can you read me the previous text and then read me the text that you sent her? Because we might actually be able to piece this thing together here.
Oh, the text said, "I can't wait to see you on Friday."
Okay.
And then I text, "Your mouth makes me so hard." And we don't speak that way to each other, really.
Oh, dude, bro, you're off the hook, man. You're off the hook. She doesn't know that text was for somebody else, right? Matter of fact, you know what? Here's exactly what I would do if I were you. I'd be proactive, right? When she comes over, when she comes over, hey, look, like you didn't respond to my last text. Well, what are you talking about? I told you I like the way your mouth feels, right? I like the way your mouth makes me feel, or whatever you said, right? Let her know if you beat her to the punch, or if she asks you about it. Hey, you sent me a text that you like the way my mouth feels. That's usually not the way we talk. So I like the way your mouth makes. I like the way your mouth makes my dick feel. It is what it is, right? To be honest with you, she might not know that it wasn't for her because you guys never talk that way. She might be thinking, "Holy shit, he never talks this way. What do I do? What do I say? Do I ignore it? Do I go with it? Whatever the case may be." Either way, she has no idea at this point. Even if she thinks it might have been to another girl, there's no way for her to prove that. Why would you text me that? Let me ask you this: the girl who takes care of you, who's coming over to spend the weekend, does she suck your dick?
She tries. It's not the best, but it's all right.
Hey, bruh, that's it. That's it. If she sucks your dick, then there you go. Even if her blowjobs are you say, I like the way your mouth makes my dick feel, or whatever you said. Guess what? The next time she sucks your dick, she's going to try to put more effort into it. Dude, you're off the hook, man. You are completely and totally, bro, you are, unless there's something you're not telling me that's in the text, unless you said her name, right? And listen, this is text game 101. Never, ever, 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 ever. When you're fucking more than one, when you're fucking girls, never, ever, ever text their name. Ever, 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 ever. You can get out of anything. Let's say that you were fucking one girl named Natalie and another girl named Michelle, right? Let's say that Natalie is the girl that takes care of you and Michelle is the girl you're seeing on the side. If you text Natalie, "Michelle, I love the way you suck my dick," you're fucked, right? But if you never use her name, you can never get caught. You could literally explain your way out of everything. Let's just say, for example, you think one of your side chicks might be pregnant, right? And you text the wrong girl. "So did you take the pregnancy test?" Right? You're like, "Oh shit, wait a minute. What the fuck do I do?" What the fuck do you mean that I take the pregnancy test? Because after I fuck you tonight, after the way I fuck you tonight, you're probably going to need to take one. Right? You see how that works? It should be like, "Oh shit, it's going to be that kind of that. All right, cool. Yeah, let me pick up a pregnancy test." You can get out of anything. Never, ever, ever use a girl's name in text messages. Ever. You can get yourself out of anything.
Thank God I didn't use her name, so I'm in the clear, baby.
You are totally in the clear. If I were you, I'd be proactive about it. As a matter of fact, I would shoot her right after you get off the phone with me. Shoot her a text. So, you know, like you're gonna come over and start talking dirty to her. Like you know what I'm saying? Start talking dirty to her. She'll probably like that, and then she'll think to herself, "Oh, okay, well that makes sense. I was thinking maybe it was for another girl, but if he's continuing this, obviously, yeah, no, you're good to go, man. You are totally in the clear. If you did not use her name, you're good to go. That's how that works.
I'm good to go.
Hey,
thank you, sir.
Hey, no problem. Have fun, and do not let that girl's teeth scrape your dick. All right, man. Enjoy the weekend. Thanks for the call. Area code 718. Yeah, man. He thought he was in an impossible situation, and I was thinking, okay, maybe we can make up a story. Maybe we can lie about it, but there's no need to lie. Didn't use her name, so that one was pretty easy to get out of. Big thanks to Mr. Good Vibration 144 says thanks for the great content. $5 super chat. Rico Rivas says, how do these rules and signs apply to a woman who has gone through trauma and is recovering and healing from it? Doesn't matter, right? Listen, if a woman goes through trauma and is trying to heal from something, more power to you. A woman's pain is not your problem. Because let me ask you something, Rico. Ricardo, do you think women give a fuck about what you've been through in your life? Do you think women give one single fuck about any emotional pain or any emotional hangups or any issues you may have? No, they could not give less of a fuck. If they don't give a fuck about, and here's the thing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you've been through. In a woman's mind, you're supposed to be a fucking man. That's what it is. A woman doesn't give a fuck about why you can't do something. They give a fuck that you're not doing it. In this context, in this regard, it ain't about the why, it's about the what, right? If you're not keeping her ass in line, she can give a fuck about why you're not keeping her ass in line. You're not keeping her ass in line. She's going to misbehave. That's how this works. Fuck that. These rules absolutely apply to women who have gone through, and oh, by the way, Ricardo, all women have gone through trauma and is recovering and healing from it. It's called the cock carousel. And sport fucking their way through their teens and 20s, that's traumatic for any woman. The thing is they don't realize it until they're in their mid-30s. And at that point, you can be their shoulder to cry on. Let's continue with the last 3 ways that women sabotage their relationships. Real quick, Bossman says, Donovan, you shouldn't have left. I would have just gotten naked. That is where you lose, boss man. That is where you lose. Never, ever, when a girl rejects you, even a little bit, when a girl tries to withhold sex from you, you get the fuck out of there. If you had gotten naked, she'd have made a fucking fool out of you. She'd have been like, put your clothes back on. The fuck are you doing? I'm trying to fuck. That's not a shit test, my friend. Or it was a shit test. The answer to that shit test is not to get fucking naked. Dude, that girl fucked me with the passion of 1,000 fucking suns the next time I saw her. Anyway, let's continue and talk about the last 3 ways that women unknowingly sabotage their relationships. Number 18, they avoid trying to be needy. This is one that we can blame on female magazines and relationship experts, okay? Women are consistently being told that being needy is a bad thing because it makes them look weak and it'll scare guys away. Wrong on both accounts. As men, we don't mind needy females, guys. We don't mind. Women need guidance, guys. They need protection from danger and most of all, protection from themselves. They need us not to feed into their emotional shenanigans. They need our strength. They need us to keep them from self-destructing. They need us to demand their best and hold them accountable. They need us to put shit together and carry heavy objects. They need us to fix their cars and hook up their cable. So in that regard, needy women are a good thing, especially when they can acknowledge to themselves that they do indeed need these things. Needy is being mischaracterized as high maintenance. The bitch who needs reassurance every half an hour that you don't have 1 foot out the door, okay? That's high maintenance. The chick who needs constant validation of her attraction because they ask you shit like, are you still attracted to me? After you fucked her 3 times in less than an hour, that's high maintenance. The girl who insists on bringing you to meet her friends to show them that you're not a make-believe boyfriend, that's high maintenance. What ends up happening is that girls end up trying to do everything themselves to keep themselves from being the wrong definition of needy. You offer to bring up her groceries to your apartment. No, thanks, I got it. While her face turns purple halfway up the stairs. You tell her that you'll put together the bookshelf that she just bought. It's no, I got it. I don't want you to feel obligated. If you offer to fix her swamp cooler because it's 170 degrees outside, or 170 degrees in her house, she tells you not to worry about it and that she'd rather pay someone $200 to do what you could do in 5 minutes. Guys, at some point, men say to themselves, what the fuck does she need me for? And they ghost on them. Number 19. Looks like Bossman says, Donovan, I get over 100 matches on Tinder and Bumble. I'm not even joking. I don't give a fuck about what you have on Tinder and fucking Bumble. What the, dude, was that supposed to impress me? What, are you kidding me? Do you know what girls on Tinder look like, Bossman? Bossman? Dude, I love dudes like Bossman. Guys like him who come in and think they know more than I do, then I pull their card. I fuck 250 girls. I get 100 matches on Tinder. Dude, fuck, dude. I don't give a fuck about your fucking Tinder matches. Dude, go walk the Vegas Strip and pick up chicks. Go pick up chicks in a fucking club. Go fuck strippers. Then come talk. Then you can talk to me about what you are. Get the fuck out of here with Tinder game. 100 matches on Tinder. What do you want, a fucking cookie? You want a fucking fish? Congratulations. You have 100 matches with 100 fucking 2s and 3s. Now get the fuck out of my face. Jesus Christ. Everybody's a fucking PUA, man. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, number 19. The 19th way that women unknowingly sabotage their relationships with men is they do not proactively build trust. Okay? This is where most women end up fucking things up the most because they foolishly believe that a man who fucks them is also a man who trusts them. They think that if a man is sticking his dick in her on the regular and decides he might want to spend more time with her outside of fucking, that they don't have to proactively build trust. See, back in the day, women didn't need to do this. They didn't have to do this. There wasn't nearly as much temptation as there is today, right? Females didn't have devices, phones, that could literally summon a dozen cocks to her exactly location with a few taps and a few swipes. So when they started dating a man, the trust was pretty much already in place. But what girls don't understand is that men are now aware of how easy it is for them to be hoes. We know it's easy for them to cheat, guys. Slut tell number 1, she owns a smartphone, right? And for this reason, women don't realize that they have to proactively build trust with a man of value. A 5%. I'm not talking about your everyday clueless schlubs, your blue pill guys, who assumes every woman is honest and virtuous. Those dudes are a dime a dozen. No. I'm talking about men with options. I'm talking about men who can come and go as they please and not give a second thought to dropping a bitch if she gets out of pocket regardless of what she looks like. Those are the men that require women to proactively build trust. I thought that was a booger. I was trying not to pick it on air, but it's not. No booger. Anyway, so when a girl wonders why her boyfriend just dumped her out of the blue, she'll do well to think back on the many times he asked her who she was texting, and she responded, "Don't you trust me?" Or just flat out lied to him, not knowing that he knows what girls like her are really like. And finally, number 20, the 20th way women sabotage their relationships. They push for commitment too quickly. This is sort of a 17B, or like a 17 part 2, in that they overestimate their value. So they assume that they deserve a 5%er to commit to them long term. And the biggest mistake these bitches make in these cases is that they act like they're entitled to commitment just because they look good and they let them fuck her for a few weeks. Now again, the average man, the 95%er if it were, the man with no red pill awareness, would succumb to her pressure. But a man of value, select men, positively will not tolerate a woman who feels entitled to his commitment for the sole reason that she opens her legs for him and that she acts kind every once in a while. He knows that these women turn bitchy as soon as she moves in or as soon as she puts a ring on it. So when females like this push for commitment before they've actually paid their dues by being a feminine, kind woman who stays in shape, sucks his dick, gives up the pussy on the command, cooks for him, puts his needs before hers, and does it for an extended period of time, meaning at least a year, they get dropped like the basic-ass bitches they are. All right. Big thanks goes out to Al with the $2 super chat. He wants to know, will the red pill turn us into Chad and Tyrone eventually? No, not necessarily. And if it does, I mean, that's not a bad thing, right? I mean, honestly, I'd rather be 2 red pill than blue pill. But no. I think a lot of guys want to be Chad and Tyrone, but they don't really have what it takes. Most men who come across red pill related content, they don't absorb it because they're just like the other caller said, they're just not ready for it. They're not ready for it. This is how it works. Good question there. All right. Let me pardon me. Let me read a few comments here that have not been super chats. Bossman says, but I'm good looking, a muscular man with a big Johnson. Well, that's a good thing because you damn sure can't spell or talk. Oh my God. Like, is English your second language? But I'm good looking, a muscular with big Johnson. What are you, from fucking Iceland, dude? I'm glad you're good looking with muscles. It appears that that's all you really have going for you. Oh, wait a minute. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. So yes, let me go back to the... So don't forget, guys, this evening at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, I will be releasing my ebook, my e-mini book, 16 Ways to Immediately Disqualify Her for a Long-Term Relationship. 16 Ways to Immediately Disqualify Her for a Long-Term Relationship. And again, guys, this is, it is absolutely free. All you have to do, subscribe to my email list and verify your email address. Yes, it is double verifications for all you fucks out there who try to skirt the system. Use a fake email address, suckmydick@gmail.com. Oh, no. Gotta verify it. There's great information in there. And as a bonus, when you get this free, there are coupons inside of the book. That's right. You can save up to 40% off on any of my audio or video courses. And those coupons, I think they expire this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. So many benefits. 16 ways to immediately disqualify her for a long-term relationship. I might do a video on it. You know, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But for details, go to donovansharpe.com. My Gorilla Mind Rush, empty Gorilla Mind Rush bottles spilling over. Got a new shipment of Gorilla Mind Rush yesterday. All right, let's see. Dennis Sismeal, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, says more great advice from Mr. Sharpe. Appreciate that. Dooley Godot likes the pregnancy test thing. ZM says he subscribed. Appreciate that. Very, very much. Michael Brandon says this is the content I came for. Kevin in sales is ribbing somebody. Says, Amber, I can't wait to see you. Never tell a girl you can't wait to see her. Never tell her that. Let's see here. Bossman, the airheaded Icelandic. But I'm good looking, I'm muscular with Big Johnson. Donovan, I get over 100 matches. Tinder, Bumble. Joking, I am not. Oh, he said I have plenty of strippers, Donovan. Of course you do. Okay, listen. Everybody right now, I'm going to do Boss Man a favor. Everybody subscribe to Boss Man's channel. This guy, he's big, he's muscular, he has a Big Johnson, and he has strippers. And he knows more than Donovan Sharpe. So please, if you want to get put up on game, go to Big Johnson's channel. This guy just, dude, this guy just has all the answers. Jesus fucking Christ. These fucking guys, man. I swear to God, dude. I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of here, man. Who gives a shit? Ricardo Rivas says, dude, how is Roosh? Like I mentioned, I was locked up for a while, and when I checked on him, I saw he converted to Christianity and stuff. Yep. Roosh has taken the God pill. He is now a devout Christian. So, yep. RooshV.com if you guys want to find out more about that. He's actually at my place, at my other place. He came out and we hung out on 4th of July, so that was a lot of fun. Seth Evans said it went from Icelandic to Slavic. All right, listen, man, my accents are bad, man. I tried. Jermaine Habib says, I'm in Greensboro, North Carolina. Dude, Greensboro is the only city in North Carolina I would ever consider living in if I ever had to live there. And yes, there absolutely are 666. Love it. All right. Kyle Mitchell says, I have plenty of strippers too, Donovan. It only cost me $1,000 a night. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Kyle's got jokes now. He's got jokes. Great Black Shark, haven't seen you in here in a while. Says, as if strippers are quality chicks. Dude, strippers are not quality chicks. The only good thing about strippers is the way they look. That's it. Trust me. Quadruple A says, can you expand on why you shouldn't tell her why you can't wait to see her? Because that signals thirst, my friend. I can't wait to see you. No, you can wait to see her. See, when you tell a woman you can't wait to see her, she thinks that you're thinking about her all the time, right? She thinks, oh my God, I can't wait to see her, right? No. She needs to understand that she is not the only thing and possibly even not the only woman on her mind. When you say, I can't wait to see you, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Somebody wants to know how to sign up for Donovan's ebook. Yes, my e-mini book will be available. It will be available on my website, donovansharpe.com, at 7 p.m. Eastern for Pacific. It is 100% absolutely free. It's not that long. It's about 50 pages. About 50 pages long. All right, good stuff. Well, that is going to do it for... Oh, wait a minute. Didn't mean to do that. There we are. That is going to do it for this edition of TSR Live. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
I ain't gonna lie, but baby girl bad. She got that melanin skin. She got that melanin skin. She got that melanin skin. I ain't finna lie, but baby girl fine. She got some melanin in her. Yeah, she got that melanin in her. She got that melanin skin. For all the ladies with melanin that's comfortable in their element. You a natural baby, that's evident. All the shade they throw your way is irrelevant. That shade you rock can be like medicine. Always on point, I respect your regimen. But you a spread the win, so you don't really gotta try. Other bitches style jack and wonder why. Cause they wanna be like you. They be buying booty that you grew natural. But they be trying to tan so they look like you. Trying to keep a man so they cook like you. Light skinned, dark skinned, it don't even matter.